Live. Say Soila 69.
Soila 69.
Let's go.
Better hurry, spark it up with no worries. Harmonious gang with the big bro Yuri. Hyphy, get lit just like me. Big bossed up, chop it up with Riley. You better come with it or kick rocks, cause you now tuned in to 10 Talks. Now let's get lifted and take a shot. You are now tuned in to 10 Talks.
We respect our guest. He doesn't drink, but he's gonna sip on some water.
Go.
Cheers.
I got this 1940s ass candy Chico stick.
Yeah,
From
not
the-
on that.
You say from 1946?
That Chico stick.
This is old Hulk candy.
Old Hulk candy?
Ho, like old lady candy.
Oh,
She
really?
wanna na
I've
on
never
that Chico stick.
I've never even seen this. What the fuck is this?
It's like a Butterfinger without the chocolate around it.
Really?
Mhm.
That sounds delicious.
That's the
It's
inside
just
of a
It's just
Butterfinger.
the, like the caramel. And,
It's the inside of a Butterfinger.
That's fire.
You better.
What,
Take a
you
bite.
Think, you think I got herpes?
No, just break it. What the
Oh wow. Okay, here you don't trust my lips. That's crazy, dude.
fuck? No, I ain't feet.
It's already
You
contaminated. No, I'm okay. Thank you.
That's fire. And now
I do love Chico sticks though.
I'm
Dude,
now
they sell it at the little
Liquor store?
Chico sticks.
Yeah.
Yes, it's Butterfingers without the chocolate. That's my dad's favorite candy.
We were just talking shit about him before we started the podcast, but I'm not doing no H3 shit. I've never heard of Chico sticks in my life.
Dude, they're bomb as fuck.
Hey, what's H3 have to do with Chico sticks?
He always lies about not knowing shit that he already knows.
Knows about.
He does it all the
I'm gonna
time.
start doing that.
I feel like a lot of people do it, but he does it so obviously that you're like, bro, what the fuck are you doing, man?
That's a definitely lie.
Anyways, guys.
Welcome
boom.
back.
Welcome back. We're so sorry that we missed last Sunday, but we came back today on Saturday. Usually we don't do Saturday episodes, but we came back today on Saturday with a bonus episode featuring a very special ghost, my very special guest, Reggie from Corporate Skateboards. You gonna leave me hanging, buddy?
Beam, beam,
I just want to give
beam.
a nice official
Your
handshake.
hands are dry, dog.
What? Really?
Oh,
they are hella dry.
Mine are too, to be honest.
My nails look even fucking worse, but.
Don't look at mine.
Anyways, guys, this is my homie Reggie.
Yeah, it's long time.
For anyone that's in the skateboarding community or keeps up with skateboarding content, you guys probably have recently seen his Jankum YouTube video appearance. What's it called? What's an
No,
appearance?
it was about your skateboarding company.
It was
correct?
about Corporate Skateboards, but what's it called? Like, what's the other word for
segment.
appearance? Not segment.
I don't
Vi-
know. I was just
video.
I was in that
It was
bitch.
a
We
video
were-
segment.
We were in that bitch. That's it.
Okay.
A
Like,
corporate skateboard video
I don't
segment.
know
Exactly.
what else to say. I mean, we were in that bitch, and it
Yeah.
was about us.
how?
Me.
Which is
Wow.
that's what everything is about nowadays.
No, it's
Me.
not nowadays. That's forever.
That's true.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, it's always about who is the best. Are you the
I
best?
It's
guess.
about yourself at the end of the day.
Am I the best?
Would you say you're the best?
No, I mean, I can't say I'm the best. I'm like, just not. I'm not shit. I don't think anybody's shit. That's like everyone thinks they're like something. It's like no.
Mm.
You're
Well,
nothing.
All right, so
Just
should we
keep-
start
just keep
from?
working?
Let's start from the very top. Where are you from?
Oh yes.
Yes.
I am from St. Louis, Missouri.
Ooh,
Missouri?
okay.
Is that how they
I
say
thought
it
you were
out there?
LA born and raised, but this is surprising.
I'm just I like LA a lot, and I've been here since 2016. But I'm from St. Louis, Missouri. I'm from like South County, which is a suburb. That's where I grew up in my later years, my teenage years. But I'm from South City. It's just divided.
Okay.
Like South City's. What would you say?
It's south of Missouri.
No, there's different.
Districts,
Yeah,
like
so
cities.
there's North St. Louis, there's South St. Louis, there's East St. Louis, which is actually Illinois.
I think I hear more about East St. Louis.
Yeah, because they're like considered the most dangerous place in America.
Oh
or some
really?
shit, yeah.
Oh wow. Okay.
They got strip clubs that have like steak buffets.
That sounds like a good
Damn.
combination.
I used to go to these strip clubs, and I would always get us kicked out because I don't drink anything, and I would just go to sleep, and they'll kick you out for going to sleep.
Really?
Yeah, so
I
Oh
think
my
you're
God.
drunk.
dude, yeah, because I'd be in there like this, like.
Booty and beef.
You're like, I'm not drunk. I'm sober. I'm just sleepy.
Dude, yeah, I was always tired.
Wait,
Like,
so you,
yeah.
how many years did you spend in Missouri before you moved to Los Angeles?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna
All
ask
right.
too.
I mean, I was born in 1989.
89?
That's when my sister was born
You're
too.
ancient as fuck,
Dude, I'm
bro.
on my
Really?
way
No,
out.
he's
Let me brush the dust off your shoulder.
That's my
Yes.
sister. My sister was born in '89 too.
Dude, I'm on my way out. I'm gonna die.
You are
Well,
young.
Hopefully, I die before fucking rent's due.
Shut up.
I ain't paying. That's why I ain't paying
Oh,
this Capital
Lord.
One bill,
Bro,
I ain't
that-
paying Capital One.
That's a good
I'm gonna run
point.
my shit up right quick. I'm
When you-
almost out of here,
When you get to a certain age, you gotta plan out how you pay off your bills.
dude. I'm gonna show my ass.
Okay, so
Dude.
you're a true '90s baby.
I guess.
What were your shows growing up?
For real.
Girls Gone Wild,
Shut the fuck up.
and no, I really like shit like that.
Okay.
Like the infomercial.
Yeah, the
But
infomercial
I
days.
I really liked stuff like
The 12-minute infomercials.
yeah,
For real.
that shit was going crazy. I got
I
some,
remember
some
those.
hectic stories about someone told us
The Nick at Night.
that Girls Gone Wild was in this place called Cape Girardeau, where there was his college, and we drove out there because we were trying to get the Girls Gone Wild chicks, but we just out there.
How old were
You're
you?
just out there.
Oh, we were like 16 or something.
Trying to get Girl Gone Wild chicks? What the fuck?
Oh.
Wait, bro, honestly, how many of those Girl Gone Wild videos were like 17, 16
I mean,
girls?
I remember.
I didn't
The
know.
ki-
You were in
Infra-
a Girl Gone Wild video?
Yeah, I
I'm
was in the
kidding,
Girls
I'm
Gone
kidding.
Wild
I'm
video.
kidding.
No, I remember those fucking videos as like an 8-year-old
They were
girl.
playing a little
Dude,
Tiki Punch song.
it'd be like at 10 o'clock at night, not even that late, and it's just like
Bro.
Girls Gone Wild.
I know.
I would just be like,
You know what's funny?
What?
Too? You know what's even funnier?
and it would be like on Nickelodeon.
Dude, you know what's even funnier is I remember
Shit.
I remember seeing those commercials, like watching some random show with my parents, like in the living room. That commercial comes on, and I'm just like,
Oh.
Dude, no,
I'm just
I used to
pretending to go like this,
I used
you
to
know?
sit. I've always hung out with my mom a lot, but like she would go to sleep and that shit would come on, and I'd like be sitting in the bed, like at the floor of her bed, and she'd wake up and be like, "Ugh, turn this off. Turn this off. Turn this off.
Mom, what is this?
Riley, what are you
What
watching?
the-
This
what
is
the-
inappropriate.
What the hell is this?
That's so funny. All right, let me ask you this: as a person who's been born in the year '94,
94.
94, yeah.
Oh,
I
thought
feel
this
like-
was talking about me.
people like I feel like I can rep and say like I'm a '90s kid, but do you feel like I'm kind of like a half-ass '90s kid since you actually experienced
I
the
give
'90s?
zero fucks.
I'm
about
97.
any of that shit. Everyone talk. I just existed in the time. I was doing my own shit. I don't know.
Wow.
I
Wait.
don't- I mean, if you want to appropriate the '90s or whatever, that's.
Well, no,
I
I
feel
feel
it.
like the 90s did have like really good shows at the time. Like,
Really?
it was like the start of SpongeBob.
Full House.
Full
oh, yeah,
House,
Star SpongeBob.
Fucking Rocket Power.
So let me tell you what I watched.
Okay.
I was not too crazy. I used to watch that was like when I was a little older, but I used to watch like Three's Company a lot.
Okay.
My favorite TV show was Golden Girls.
Yeah.
I watched that a lot.
R.I.P.
What?
Betty.
And like so a lot of like Nick at Night stuff.
All that? Did you ever were you into that kind of stuff?
No, I was like, cause I always had just like a bunch of like hectic shit going on in my head, and it's like that stuff was like, oh fuck.
It was like hella skits, like too much.
Nah, I think it would just make me think about like stuff, and
Normal
I've
lives.
always been like kind of sinister, like
Mm-hmm.
in my thoughts, and that shit just was never funny to me. So watching like
Yeah, it was like-
Golden Girls and stuff is like a calmness to it, and it will make me like kind of chill out.
I
Right.
feel
It was
that.
like kind of wholesome.
Yeah,
In a way.
I guess, but I'd still be fucking burnt.
Where all that would be like spoofs where we're kind of like underground digging at people, I feel like.
I
in a
like
way.
Amanda Bynes.
Right?
Amanda
she's
Bynes.
Amanda
burnt, she's
show?
burnt out now.
Dude, but I feel like she's trying to come back now. She's
I
on her
mean,
Britney Spears shit.
I'm chilling on it now.
Yeah. She was funny though.
There's-
I know, for real. She still was kind of funny, I guess.
Wait, what do you mean?
Wait, let me ask you this. Oh, did you play any video games when you were like a kid, like Nintendo
I
or Nintendo
played-
64?
I was like super into reading and shit.
Really?
And I was like I would always break the games, like, cause I just didn't want them.
I heard
like,
you didn't break that habit. You still do that.
Yeah, no, I like electronic. I have like this weird thing with like electrons. Like that's my
Electrons.
electronics, all that. But like I would instantly like go to breaking them. But I remember my mom bought me a Game Boy Color, and I took it, but she didn't give me books from the Scholastic Fair, and that was
Yes.
the same day, and I felt broke and I felt embarrassed about it. And dude, just that shit. Being, like feeling broke is
Dude.
crazy, especially when you're black. That shit's fucking crazy.
I remember that though, like
You
the
remember being black
Scholastic.
and
No,
broke?
no.
being black and broke. What
Oh
was that,
my
babe?
god! Here we go. No, but I do remember the Scholastic Book Fair
They
and
had
like
all this
That was
shit.
the-
just
that was fun
seeing
times.
everything, like all the shit that you won as a kid, and
Dude,
your parents
I
just be like, "No,
I
like
never
what
got
the
any of
fuck?"
it. And I used to be so like pressed because that would let me know that I really didn't have shit.
Bro, you know what's
Like-
funny?
Oh no, and then they would have those books that come with like
No.
an extra little package,
Exactly,
like
like
a
a little-
special
But
gift.
It sucked because I always had the new Jordans on. Why can't I get no fucking books? I fucking get no books.
You know what's funny? You just reminded me that like I remember a long fucking time. My dad never showed up to any like school event. Like it was on my mom would only show up when I was in trouble type shit, right? But other than that, like they never show up to any like fucking events or anything like that. Anyways, one day I told him that there's like a Scholastic book thing, right, or whatever, right? And on the way there, I'm spending like the 15-20 minute car ride to school. I'm telling my dad like. I want it. I'm like giving him a whole fucking like speech on why I need this book so bad. And then like I think back on it, I'm like, bro, this is like a $8 or $15 book, and I was like begging
For
my
real.
dad for this fucking book. You know what I mean? But like those events were kind of cool. It's like I don't know. It's like for some reason it just seemed more like interesting. Those types of books that you got in those events. You know what I mean? Compared to like library books.
I think for me, like, nah, I was fucking rocking with libraries.
Really?
I liked, my mom would always let me, so my mom used to, beating sounds kind of crazy because people just be getting whoopings, but if you were to say you were bored in my family, my mom would whoop you and then make you read a book and write a book report.
Wow. Wait, so your mom was like super on the Scholastic shit?
No, my mom's just on her time. Like, you just can't, like, I used to get whoopings for crying.
Really?
My mom's like single mother shit, and she's just like, I didn't raise no bitches. Like my mom like would do that reading shit, but she would also like choose someone and be like, yo, fight him, and if you lose, I'm gonna beat your ass.
No way.
And when I was younger, I would lose a lot. So I was getting like, as I got older, I kind of got like a little hectic, but she like stopped that because I got on some other shit.
Did you have any other siblings?
Yeah.
How
So,
many?
I have my brother, and then my brother's the oldest, and then I had two sisters.
Okay.
R.I.P. my sister.
R.I.P.
But I got her in my pocket. I got the little fucking when they turn you into the dust.
Cremation.
Yeah.
You have like a little part of the cream.
Yeah.
Oh wow, that's really cool.
Yeah, that's
It's
cool.
gonna be fire.
Riley has
Well,
like a piece of her grandpa.
Dude, when
in
I go, I'm trying to get my shit turned up, and I'm gonna get sprinkle me in some shit.
It's funny because for a long time I was always kind of against the idea of cremation, but the older I get and the more I see like friends and family passing away, and I'm thinking about the bodies and stuff, I'm like,
Dude,
I'm not against the idea of getting burned.
No,
you
for
know?
sure.
because people stop taking care of graves.
That's what
Exactly,
we
yeah.
And that's
realized.
But so I got a funny story about cremation. My godparents, they're these white people from like the South, and they like I was telling you, they
Your
like
godparents?
yeah, they like NASCAR and shit and like wrestling and
Okay.
My Name is Earl. There was like an old TV show with Jason Lee,
Yep.
skateboarder,
Mhm.
and just like they just had like really funny like their idea of a good vacation is going to Daytona Beach, Florida, and looking at the
Cars.
racetrack, but there's no cars driving.
Oh,
like,
wow.
and my
They
godfather would be like,
appreciate
damn,
it.
I would fuck this thing up, man. Ooh, they should have had me out there. I would fuck this
No
thing
way.
up.
That's.
I would fuck this thing up.
How did you have white grandparents? Did you have like
not
white?
grandparents, godparents.
Oh,
So
godparents.
like they're like your guardians.
Okay.
And it's just like me and one of my like close friends just became like brothers, but they like became my guardians.
Oh, that's really cool.
So yeah, and then they just like they helped my mom, like not that my mom needed help taking care of me, but it's just like this inner city shit where I was living is like I wasn't like really like kind of like bred to be existing out there. Like I was saying, I was getting like guns pulled on me. I was getting like knockout king shit
As a kid?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
And like also like
Wait,
insane.
hold on. What you mentioned this before? Sorry to deter from
No,
your
no,
story,
you're
but
straight.
what is a knockout king? Because
All
I've never
right.
heard of this. I'm sure that maybe
Yeah,
a
I've
couple
never
of
heard of
other
this
people
either.
don't know.
So shout out AD,
Okay.
T-Rail, and Duno for like the dope fiend shit.
Okay.
So it's similar to that, but in St. Louis there's this thing called Knockout King, is where you the goal is to sucker punch someone so hard you knock them unconscious.
Just a random person?
Yeah, so say you walk past me and I'm just like, what's good, man? And you're like, how's it going? You walk past, I turn around, just rock your shit.
I've seen those videos, but I've seen them in New York.
Dude, that happens a lot in St. Louis. So there was one time looking back on it, was funny, but it was fucked up, and it kind of ended fucked up on their end. But I was just learning how to skate. I remember my skateboard too. I really wanted this Prince Enjoy board.
Prince.
I love Prince. But Prince enjoyed this series, and it's like
Wow.
Prince, like this.
I didn't know that.
He was on the board, and I got it used from someone, and I was just like skating around the neighborhood in my mom's neighborhood, and when I was like younger, I was super quiet, but I guess I was like, I still was not into letting people like play me or like make fun of me. So my observations were like witty comebacks or something, but that shit would get me like knocked the fuck out too. But I would always just be like, oh, fuck it.
I see.
But I was skating around. These dudes pulled up. I'm like maybe like 7th grade now or like something like that. These dudes pulled up all on girl bikes, so all stolen girl bikes
with the bars going down for the dresses.
And one of the dudes I knew from when I was younger in elementary school, and he's like, oh, that's that nigga Reggie. He funny as fuck. He be flaming everybody. It's like, oh, so that nigga be making fun of people. Put him up. And I was just like, I'm just trying to learn how to skateboard. I was like, nah, nigga, put that skateboard down. I was like, nah. And like, put him. And then I was just like,
how many people is it?
7. And I remember, so I just walked off like, nah, I don't fight. I'm just trying to skate. Walked past this light post. Motherfucker cracked me in my shit. My head hit the pole. One nigga had the gun. Standing by the tree. The homie that said I was funny, just like being like, no, he's cool. And the other dude's just like dogging me. And then like I was like fighting back, and I just like got out, went to the house.
You didn't think like I could get shot because one of them has a gun?
No,
I shouldn't fight back?
I never think that way. Like, so in my head, from people, like pedestrians to cops to people rob me, I might as well do my shit and go all out because. I'm not into like begging and pleading for shit. I never have been. It's just like I don't like conflict. Like, no, I'm good. But if it's there, it's there, and you gotta like turn up on your shit or
you never kind of think like maybe I can let this tiny little conflict slide just so I can preserve my life.
Once you touch me in my head, my life's already over. You got dudes with the gun. Like, we're kids. They got a gun out already.
Yeah.
I'm already getting jumped. So what I could get shot right there, so I might as well like swing my way out and go home. But I went home crying. My mom beat my ass off rip.
Cause did you explain to her what happened?
My mom's not. She's never been into that. Like, if she's older, it's like I talk up to her about. She's like, I never did that.
Wow.
And it's like, so she was just like, so I got my ass whooping. She called my uncle. My uncle went and got his gun. My brother went and got his. And then we went to go look for the kids. And I was super scared to point them out. But my uncle found one of the kids and like did his shit. He didn't like shoot him or anything, but I guess he like beat the kid up, and we just went about our day and never saw him any of the kids again. But just like it's just funny hearing like those dudes like T-Rail AD talking about like getting dope things. I'm like, yeah, I remember shit like that. Like,
that's
I never,
crazy.
but like some toe to toe shit, I never been like knocked out. I've definitely been like punched in my face and shit, but like
at that time as a kid, you would have never thought in your head like, I'm gonna run a block away and call the police. These guys had a gun.
No,
you know
we don't
like,
fuck with cops.
Really, ever? No,
never, dude. No, nah. Cops,
that's crazy.
Like, nah, cops have been weird.
It would just make problems worse,
dude. Yes, it makes shit like. I think people think when black people talk about it, it's like, yeah, we don't call cops. That's just like some over exaggerated shit. That shit sucks. Like, cops always make shit. I've been in 3 fist fights with cops.
With cops?
Like, so if you look at my face, there's like a darker spot on one of my cheeks because the cop stepped on my face and I ripped my face from under the boot, so it like skinned my face. And because I usually just throw these hectic temper tantrums and shit, but this was when I was in my 20s, and I got apprehended one time when I was in high school. Do you guys have Family Dollars out here?
Family Dollars?
So like a dollar store. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So this is I'm now like in my teens, living in high school at my godparents' house in the suburbs. Only black kid in the neighborhood. And there was a guy that robbed 9 Family Dollars, these dollar stores. He robbed 9 of them. He was black. I'm 5'11" now, and I'm like 200 pounds. So imagine me in high school. I'm like 175 and probably like 5'8" or something. Skateboarding with like Quicksilver jeans. I remember the outfit. I had New Reynolds on.
Oh, nice.
I had Quicksilver jeans, Reese Forbes, distressed. Got them off Skate America. I had a black and orange striped Volcom long sleeve on that had my hair picked out. So I go out of my house, skate down the street, cop pulled up on me, slammed me on the car, took my shoes off and said these may be hollowed out. And then I like flipped
No reason
him.
at all.
Dude, yeah, and he had me on the car and I flipped him. And then another cop car came and he got slammed my head on the car. What? My godmom comes out and is like, let go of my son. He's like, this isn't your fucking son. Go in your house. He's like, that's my fucking son.
It's all Missouri.
Yeah, and they're arguing back and forth. And then all the neighbors come out like, Reggie, that's her fucking kid.
Oh my
and the guy lets me go. And then I'm just like, dude, I'm so confused. But then but after just shit like that, I'll never fucking call.
I feel it.
And then in my family, my actual family's like, yeah, we ain't calling cops because there's some other shit
you just
going
make things
on.
fucking worse.
Yeah, it's just best to observe situations before they happen and just try to maneuver around that. That's just how I wasn't raised like that, but that's definitely how I grew up because there was a lot of situations I couldn't fight my way out of. But I was always really good at talking to people and being smart. People love me for some reason.
Well, I was actually gonna ask you this. If there's one thing I can say about Reggie, you're clever. You're really funny. You're really clever, and you could really roast someone. And also, it's just there's sometimes there's a situation where you're in a room, right? You're hanging out with your homies, you're hanging out with some people you know. Someone comes in with some weird ass vibes, and you just trying to be non-confrontational or not ruin the vibe, or whatever, or whatever it may be, however you feel. You're you just don't address it. Reggie's the type of person to be like, what's up with this goofy ass fool just coming in here acting like he owns the place? You know what I mean? It's you don't care.
You're quick to call somebody out.
You're quick to call someone out, and you have a very clever mind. I was gonna ask, did you grow up with really funny, clever, roasting people, or did you how did you get this personality?
I just really, really observed people. Sometimes I think I talk too much, but then I'm also told I don't talk enough. But I sometimes when I'm done talking, I'm like, damn, I fucking talk. Shut my stupid ass up.
I feel
but
that too.
So I would do stuff like that. But in my certain situation, I wasn't the strongest, or I didn't know how to fight yet, I guess. And I saw so much fighting growing up. I didn't want to be victim to none of that really. So I was just all right, I have to figure out my way, because the way I talk, the way I dress. Everyone called me white boy and shit.
Because you were a skateboarder.
No, before I started skateboarding, when I was a teenager.
Oh wow.
15, 16 type shit. And I always had a skateboard. I would try, but I didn't start skating until I was a teenager. But people in St. Louis, not a lot of black people sound like me. And then when I was growing up, no one was dressing like me either.
Oh really? Interesting.
Yeah. And I thought I was wearing regular shit.
But it was out of the ordinary to other people.
I guess because there was just certain shit. I've always worn polo, but the there's and that's my favorite shit. I do to this day. I spend a lot of money on polo clothes.
Oh wow.
And it's just rare shit.
It's a classic company.
Yeah, it's the best
it's been around forever,
of all time. But I would just that would make me a target, because I wasn't trying to fit in with anyone. I would love to fit in.
Yeah.
But I would love to fit in just so I could be safe. But then I had a weird crack where I let me see. I almost killed myself at a pretty early age.
No way.
And not too many people know that.
Jeez.
And I had to, I didn't want to, but I was just I didn't really understand a bunch of shit that was going on.
Yeah.
And but I had to figure out, if I didn't do it, how would I maneuver for the rest of my life to where I wouldn't have to feel that way,
unaccepted, or you don't know anyone
so it
else
wasn't
in your same
it wasn't
shoes.
about being I never wanted to be accepted. Everything I did was on purpose to set myself apart, but it was also backfiring, because it's you got everybody say everybody's thugging or something, and you're just You just want to be a dude like, what's up?
Yeah, exactly.
I'm just saying, but then they're just like, no, beat his ass. And then so it's just like, damn, I'm just trying to be like, I wanted to know I still do. I'm still this way. I like to know, to let people know, everyone know that I know they exist in this, and everything's cool.
Yeah, exactly.
Unless you don't want it to be, because I'm with that.
Exactly.
But that's me in my teenage years and me now. But I'm still just like, I say hello to everyone.
Yeah, exactly.
Unless you did some shit, and then like if you're around, it's like, yo, fuck you talking to me for, and we can handle that from there. But like immediately, like this has been my whole life, is like if I walk down the street, head nod or how's it going, just keep, no matter who it is.
Because exactly.
In my head, that like lets me know, that lets people know that I know they exist, so you can't really pull no weird shit on me. Yeah. And I'm saying what's up to you, so I'm in my head's like, I let this fool know I'm not scared.
Exactly.
But like back to like what I just like kind of like after that whole shit, like trying to like do all that weird shit to myself, I like figured out, okay, I can like being me is actually really sick, because no one's doing this. And I didn't know I was onto any new shit because I wasn't. I didn't really, this is before even like skateboard magazines. I just didn't know shit. I was just like, I was wearing Jordans, and I was wearing polo shirts and Old Navy cargo shorts and running up walls, like, because I watched Dragon Ball Z. Yeah. And just like shit like that.
That's like, I was gonna say actually, like when I was a kid, and also like, you know, a lot of my life, I feel like a lot of people can relate with this as well, where like sometimes when you're in school, especially when you're younger, you look at like who's popular, who gets the most friends, then you kind of look at their personality or how they're like, and you're like, I can't ever see myself being that type of person. You know what I mean? Like, but I don't want to pretend to be that type of person just to make friends. You know what I mean?
So
like,
that's exactly what happened. Is when I was like, and I would observe everyone. Like, I didn't want to be like anyone, but I wanted to maneuver like people. Like, there was a dude, LaQuinn, who was having sex in like elementary school.
What the fuck?
And they were talking about like titties and shit, and I was just like, they asked me about the girl, and I was just like, and everyone thought I was weird, but I was just like, dude, like if I did this, but I was like, I'm not worried about these bitches at this age.
Exactly.
But then as I got older, that I'm married now. Shout out Yin Yin.
Shout out Yin Yin.
I had no idea he was married either. He surprised me with that one.
She's sick. She's funny. But
she's funny.
I would watch like dudes in high school, or like when I like in my 20s start going to the bars, like how people interact with girls.
Exactly.
And I figured out I got really good. Like I don't have like a crazy like count of like women or stuff, but I'm really good at talking to women, because I was really good at talking to everybody, because I would observe how the dudes that got all the girls or like interacted with all like women, and they're always fucking lame as shit. But you always have they always like flex some type of weird asset, and then where I come from is like, yo, what happens if your bitch ass gets robbed or something?
Exactly.
And then you look
you don't
crazy in
flex
front of
any
the
asset.
hoes.
Yeah.
So it's just like, no, I learned how not. I learned to maneuver like how weird I was into.
Exactly.
Like, so I was telling you earlier, like I would go to the I would be out with my homies. I'd go to the bar and I just stand in the corner
and just watch.
Just stand in the corner.
Exactly.
And like the clothes I was into, like my early 20s, no one's really like into, because I start to get into fashion. Like my skate homies not into that. So I would be like in the club in like a Lacoste like anorak and some tiny soccer shorts, and then people thought I was gay, and I would leave it.
They thought I was gay,
dude. Yeah, they thought I was gay.
No, dude.
Their
honestly,
sisters didn't.
It's funny that like you're bringing all this up, because like this honestly makes more and more sense why like we kind of became friends, and like when we first met each other. It's like this is something, as you're talking, is like this is something that I've been noticing, that people will either comment or either DM me about like my personality. Is they're like, dude, I notice how you don't try to adjust yourself change your way for whatever personality may sit at the table. You just yourself no matter what.
Well,
and I feel like that's you. It's like you're not gonna change yourself to make anyone happy, you know?
Yeah, we spent a lot of time together, but because off rip, I knew you wanted to fit in with this group of people around without fitting in. Because you just wanted to like have homies, consistent homies, and skate.
That's true, exactly.
Because you were the only one filming the little video shits.
Yeah, that's true.
And you were like tagging along and like just filming the video shits, and then like it's just like whatever. But like I instantly saw it too. It's like, yeah, no, he's just trying to be the bro, but without having to like conform to like how everyone else exists. And I always thought that was really cool. So honestly, even like with CJ, like that's why I love CJ, because CJ's fucking hectic. And like
from Baker?
No, CJ from fucking Brooklyn Projects. We talking?
Oh, that CJ. Oh yes, yes. Okay.
And like, so I thought like
shout out to CJ, by the way.
Us three, best ever. Like us three were like very eccentric.
CJ's very eccentric, and also like you're describing CJ. He was like one of the workers at Brooklyn Projects. He was always super cool to me. Always let me skate the back, and like he was always super nice. And like he was the type of person where every time I thought of Melrose back in the day, like maybe 2010, 2012 era, every time I thought of Melrose, I thought Supreme, Advantis, Brooklyn Projects. I'm not cool enough to hang out with any of those people, right? And then Dylan, shout to fucking Dylan, because Dylan brought me around. Like I started, you know, becoming friends with CJ, becoming friends with you and like other people, and I started realizing like not everyone has this cool guy persona where like, oh, I'm too cool to talk to you. Who are you, bro? You know what I mean? Like, oh, you're just some skater kid. It's like not everyone has that persona. It's like, and like you realize like you can meet people who are also like-minded and don't have this huge inflated ego for no fucking reason.
But the thing is though, is you say that, but that's all the fuck I ran into. People are just like, yeah, I'm sick, and it's just like, dog, like I'm out here working at a fucking pizza place, making $400 every 2 weeks.
Yeah.
I'm going to college. You think I give a fuck about what you do or who you know?
Exactly. And like, you know what's even more sad?
I'm trying to exist.
You know what's even more sad is literally a lot of those people who have the mentality of like, I'm too cool to talk to you, they're on that same financial bracket as 99% of the people in the world, or on this continent, or you know, USA.
Yeah.
And you're like, bro, you understand that we're also 2 paychecks away from being homeless. It's like you think you're better than me, but we're not that far apart, dude. Like,
no, I always thought it was funny. I laugh at this shit a lot because I still see it a lot. It's just like fools dress a little different now.
People that you knew.
And no, I don't know.
Or just in general.
I don't know nobody.
Okay.
And it's just like, no, people, everyone, maybe they're a little older than us, but that whole like kind of like Fairfax, Melrose, like skater, like rappers, whatever scene that was in 2016 and like 17, all those motherfuckers were broke.
Exactly.
And they were just like, and it was never the dudes that like worked at the stores that were weird. It was these fucking like dudes that would pop up, and it's like, it's not, I can't say it's embarrassing because I'm me, but it was always fucking transplants that blew shit out and made shit weird. And a transplant, even though me being one myself, is a person I've always had static with, and it's just like, dog, you moved out here with nothing. Either stop like trying to like flex, go like do this weak ass rapping shit you do, or this weak ass fashion shit you do, or this weak ass non-Hogan shit you do.
Exactly.
And like, just because you're not on no shit and I'm not on no shit either. Not me going to college didn't mean nothing. I was still broke. Like,
exactly.
Fucking like,
and so is everyone, by the way.
Yeah, but it's like
know?
Fools like going to like these weird like fucking like in-store parties at night and shit and telling me like I can't go. It's like, nigga, I ain't never want to go anyway. Those hoes look weird.
Yeah,
and all
exactly.
you fools dress weird. I'm just trying to like, dude, I just would go to the Grove and watch movies. Go to sleep in the movie theater.
Okay. Hold on. Let's run it back a little bit. How did you start skateboarding? When? Also, what age did you start skateboarding? We got really deep into the Melrose Fairfax politics
because it's like it's a big part of like
Hollywood.
It's a big part of like me and your history as like
That's
friends,
true.
And it's like even you like working for No Jumper, like we saw that whole trajectory, like yeah, I mean,
the
and
people
then
stopping by.
Yeah, I'm like proud of all that, and then like Dom like holding it down, and like CJ, and like even like my jobs on fucking like Fairfax and like all that shit, like that shit matter because it's a part of like your story, so it's not it's not to like go too deep in it. That's not something to be bummed out.
No, I'm not bummed out about it.
We could
at
talk.
all.
We could talk for hours, but
But
yeah.
I just know that Riley probably didn't know like a lot of the stuff we were referring to when it comes to the Melrose shit. So I was just like, we just got hella deep.
All you
into
know,
the-
it's all good.
burnt. Shit was burnt out, and we were there. It was fun.
But also, it's just like I remember thinking that back in the day too. It's just like even just having a job on Melrose, it's like kind of like that movie experience. You know what I mean? Like, what other poppin' place can you imagine working in Hollywood or in LA
Right.
other than Melrose, Hollywood Boulevard?
The wig store next to FA that sell the clothes of the strippers.
Wait, wigs?
Wigs and stripper heels. That's fire.
I had no
You can
idea
see
that.
everything.
That's so fucking funny. Wait, hold on. All right, so back to the original question. How did you find out about skateboarding, and how did you choose to start, and also what age did you do all this? When did you start skateboarding?
My brother stole this banana board from somebody's house, like the little tiny before penny cruiser things.
Mm-hmm.
That just sat around forever. I started skating when I was a teen though.
Why? What did you feel like? Did you see like someone else skateboarding
Oh,
where you're like,
yeah,
wow, I want to try to do that shit?
I saw. I lived in this area called like Lime. It's like a white trash area of like South City that's borderlining South County, and there was this white dude wearing Jinkos, Osiris G3s,
Jinkos?
and he had long hair and he had those little spike bracelets, and I always thought shit like that was so fire.
That sounds like Bossa.
Dude, my mom was just like, you ain't wearing that white boy shit. This is before I skated. I would just be like, yeah, I want the big jeans. She got me some fucking Lee pipes.
I don't know what that is, but I know what
that's-
Jinkos are.
That ain't it. And then she got me some shit called Urban Up from JCPenney. That shit wasn't no Jinkos.
Oh my god.
And fucking
You should be thanking your mom
Dude.
that she didn't get you the Jinkos,
no,
to be honest.
have you Jinko Resurgence is
I know.
fire.
I'm still not fucking with it.
I am. I'm not gonna wear it, but when I
It's funny, bro. The pants are too puffy.
Air Dolphin got the fucking endorsement.
I know. He stopped by No Jumper many times,
I
and he's
know.
hooked up the office with some Jinkos. But
Yeah, drop them on him.
You won't see me wearing no
Adam
parachute
looked
pants.
kind of cool in his. The shirt was kind of hectic. Like he had on this like flame shirt or something.
You
but
need to have a big ass shirt,
but
probably with it.
Nah, I think it was that shirt. But like that, but he looked super sick in those Jinkos. I was
That's
like, this
fucking
kind of
funny.
cool.
I
But
can't believe Jinkos is having a resurgence. To be honest,
it's a soft one. But yeah, like so I saw that dude and I watched him kick down a sign, like a stop sign. He just kicked it and kept kicking because it's, you know how they're in the grass.
Uh-huh.
He kicked it, took it out of the ground, laid it down, and 50'd it.
Whoa.
Yeah,
that's
just by
pretty
himself.
cool.
Then he just started smoking all cigarettes, and I was just watching him out of the window.
That's
and I
pretty
was so
sick.
hyped. And then after that, I like started skating by myself. Like I was still like young, and then I didn't skate. And then like when I got into like 8th grade maybe, I met some homies that like skated,
That's
and they're on their white boy shit with the jackass shit, and
Doing stupid
dude,
shit.
yeah. So I started going to the school Bayless. It's like where I'm from in the county, and I met people that skated,
Okay.
and I was just like, oh yeah, it's turn up time. But I stayed the night at the white homie's house, and they're doing that jackass shit. They would put a nail in the what do you call that? Like the little gun.
A nail gun?
No, they put a nail in like a BB gun and shoot. You know when you
And shoot
fall
what?
Shoot you in the nuts. You know when you
No.
fall.
Oh, God.
Because it doesn't penetrate. Because when you fall asleep on the ground, you know how you have your legs like spread eagle, and it makes like a tent in the pan, so it would just hit and it
No.
would bounce off, but you'd wake up all scared, and then they slap you with the plunger with the flour in it.
Jesus.
And that was like, dude, like.
Did they get you with this?
No, because I was up like this the whole time, and I was sleeping, and I would just be like this. Because I was like,
That
ready to
sounds
swing.
fun though.
Dude, it sucked. Like we did some other burn shit. Like, but
Yo.
that's how I started skating with these dudes. But we used to like, so we started watching like CKY and like Jackass, and we
Wow.
would skate and we would do those antics. Like,
What year was this? What year was this? Like, how old are you?
It was like 2006 or something.
Oh, wow, okay,
2005 maybe 2004. I don't know.
I started skating like seriously.
I think I started skating when
2007.
9/11 happened or something.
Wow. Okay.
Like
Interesting.
maybe a little before that, but I remember 9/11 happened. Or,
What year was 9/11? 2001.
oh no, I don't think it's.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's kind of earlier,
I
right?
don't think I skated yet.
Mm,
But,
interesting.
I remember that happening.
So you were maybe like already after the age of 10 when you started skateboarding.
Oh no, I was a teenager when I was skating.
Oh, teenager
Yeah.
already.
Yeah.
Do you ever have that feeling sometimes where you're like, fuck, man, I wish I started skating at 5 so I was better.
No, because I never liked kid skateboarders. I don't like the way they're like. Even at my like teenage of skating, I was like, people would show me like, this kid's only 8 years old. I was like, I don't give a fuck. That's a midget.
Yo, I kind of feel you because sometimes you see the way they do a 50-50 grind and you're like, bro, once you grow into puberty and get a full body, the way your stances, the way you're holding that 50-50 ain't gonna work at all.
So I was really from a start, like, even when I was young, I was always been really crazy about details of things. Like, my mom told me I used to get really mad when she would wear certain clothes, and I had to, like, she had to wear what I deemed wearable.
Oh, wow.
And then I was really specific about, like, I never matched, though, but I was really specific about, like, shit has to be, like, how I want it to be on my eyes, no matter who it is.
Like, nice? Like, had to look nice? Or,
It's
like, how...
whatever. If I want to look messy, I needed that. But, like, so, like, even with skateboarding, like, I would, like... I love Darrell Stanton, so I've always liked tall, skinny skateboarders because it's like a full form thing. You can see the motion of everything, and so I never was too crazy about like short skateboarders, and so that wasn't like a thing where I didn't like kid skateboarders. Like I was not like a Nyjah fan and stuff like that.
You know what's funny too is like I remember when Nyjah was getting like hella press when he was a kid, and I feel like everyone had that same take where they were like, bro, this kid is good, but everyone overlooked it because they were like, kid skateboarder, whatever. I want to see a fucking adult skateboarder. And then all of a sudden he's an adult skateboarder, and I feel like people are giving him his flowers for when he was a kid. They were like, he was a kid doing backsmiths down 14 stairs, and it's like he didn't get those flowers when he was a kid because no one cared. But now he does.
I feel like a lot of people cared though, like. Because
he was getting, like, you know,
he's a kid skating.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I didn't care. I still don't care. Like especially now because everybody's good at skateboarding.
Bro,
like,
it's kind of weird. It's like, you know what's funny is like I remember back in like 2012 era, right? You see a new skateboarding clothing company come out, and they'll sponsor, you know, quote unquote sponsor skateboarder, and they'll post some clips of that skateboarder, and he'll do maybe a nice back 5-0, a nice crook or whatever, right? Just the other day I was scrolling through the discovery page. I see a couple skateboard brands that are like up and coming, you know, brand new. Some kid starts a shirt company in his mom's fucking garage type shit, right? And he's like, look at our new sponsored skateboarder, hard flip front crook down 2 flat 2.
Yes, yeah.
And I'm like, what? Like, how is this a sponsored skateboarder for this fake ass company?
That's,
you know what I mean? Like,
that's the whole thing. Like, so now I'm like the TM for Carhartt Whip.
Oh wow,
and,
that's it.
Then I do corporate.
Oh wow.
And but also besides that, like I've been designing clothes like forever, and I've always like people will talk about how good someone is at skating, and like the industry's fucked up. This fool didn't go pro, and it's like nah, because you don't have a presence. Like you don't like everyone's good now. You have to have something to offer than just to be good at skateboarding.
Yeah,
like
kinda.
I've always looked at it as like, if your clothes don't look right in those video parts, I can't watch that shit. If the music's not what I'm into for that video part,
yeah,
it doesn't work. It's like, I don't.
Well, let me know if you agree with my assumption on this. So I've never gone too close with the skateboarding community world, right? Like I've only seen it from afar as a skateboarder, but recently, like with stories I've heard of other people getting sponsors or becoming pro or not becoming pro and all this stuff, I'm starting to realize that like just becoming pro or becoming sponsored basically means that you have to like buddy up with whatever team you want to become pro for. You know what I mean? If you want to go pro for girl, guess what? Not only do you have to be a good skateboarder, but you have to be best friends with all the team riders, and they have to fucking love you, and then they have to accept you as like one of their friends, and then they're gonna be like, Reggie deserves a free, you know, a fucking pro model. But you're never gonna get those kudos off just base skill. You're gonna get those kudos based off skill, plus you have to be friends with all of us. You know what I mean? Like, and like I noticed that for everywhere.
That's the only, like, why wouldn't that make sense?
I feel like it's weird because like when I was a kid, I thought that like you became pro based off skill. I thought it was like, this guy is so good, it's undeniable, he's going pro. But I realized as you grow older, it's like, this guy's really good, but you know, he doesn't like to party, but all these guys like to party, so he's out. You know what I mean? Like that type of shit.
So I mean, it's also like there's tons of like skateboarders that like made it and they were friends with these people and they didn't party though. But it's just like there has to be a camaraderie for like a
That's
team. Like it doesn't like that's some diva shit. You go on like a trip and you just want to be alone. Like go be fucking alone in Ohio. Then like
I feel that.
Team. Like,
but what if you're not trying to be alone? What if you're trying to be a part of the group and all the groups like he's a lame? You know what I mean? Like no. He's not accepting our fucking our like us bullying him to enter the group type shit. It's
so
like,
I mean maybe that's just not the team for you. Like I would never like want to fit in on some shit where people aren't accepting.
I
don't fuck with like hazing and shit.
That's what I was gonna say. Like I heard that a lot of skateboarding teams have that hazing period.
Yeah.
And if you don't go through
it's
it,
like
then you're out type shit.
Yeah, that's just weird. Like you just like dog, just be a fucking human. Like I mean, I get getting to know someone, but to like bully someone into getting to know them is just like, because honestly, there's a huge disconnect between black and white skateboarders. It's super huge, and I've dealt with it a lot. And there's this weird white boy sark. You know how you make all those gay jokes and those fools think that shit's burnt out?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, because like a lot of black people don't come from shit like that, and that's like something like. I mean, those are all your homies, but sometimes you gotta understand that shit.
Yeah.
Because a dude might come in and they're old, they got families and shit, and they come from some other shit.
That's
so
how
you
I have to
might come
learn.
in there one day and they're having a bad day and they might turn up on you. But those dudes love you and shit. But it's just like the weird white boy sarcasm in skating is so fucking like weird. Like fools will like dish you. Like sarcasm is like comes from a place of seriousness. Like someone will make fun of someone for like being into a certain thing and be like, ha ha ha. But then like someone like me is just like, why is it so funny that like I'm this way? And but then when you check a motherfucker, they don't know how to act, because a lot of like white skateboarders that I know don't come from a place of conflict. And I tell people this all the time. For me, is like I didn't grow up a skateboarder. I grew up like a dude in a bunch of fucked up situations that found skateboarding. And so like don't play me with like weird sneak disses and like all this other shit. Like yeah, I got the fucking white boy black boy swag because I got white godparents and a black mom, and I grew up around all these other like these white people and shit. But that's still like I still like deal with the same shit that most like black dudes that and whoever come from, where it's just like we take a lot of shit serious. Like I can't I guess I like joke around a lot.
You definitely do.
But it's just like honestly, I don't think I do. I think a lot. No, I don't think.
I feel like
a lot of shit I say is serious. You guys just think it's funny.
I see what you, but also you say it like kind of like sometimes you say in a comedic manner.
So
you know what I mean?
That's again, that goes back to me wanting everyone to feel okay and
not being too abrasive. Or whatever,
and that's I studied like school, like went to a little bit of writing before that, and that kind of taught me that a little more. So it's just like no, like a lot of shit. I tell people all the times, like I'm not joking about the white slave skateboard. That's some real shit. Except I made it. You think it's funny? Most people think it's funny because we can all laugh at it, but in reality, black people were enslaved.
Exactly.
But some shit's so fucked up you can only laugh at it, and I get it. But it's just like, yeah. But when you flip shit to try to make a mockery out of somebody, especially because I talk to a lot of black fools about this, like, yeah, these motherfuckers be saying some weird shit like I won't beat their ass, and it's like, yeah, exactly. And I tell the white homies like, yo. You can't just like say like this stuff like all loose, like you like say like somebody like one of your black homies pull up and you're just like, what's up, bitch? Motherfucker like, yo, what?
Yeah. Okay,
like,
I see what you're saying there.
Just like yeah,
I see what you're saying there
like,
in that type of reference.
Or you're like
yeah.
Or somebody's got something on they like, you like this stupid ass shit. I don't even want to skate with you, like. Because I hear shit like that. It's like, this fool's going this stupid ass shit. I don't want to skate with it. And it's just like, yo, what?
You would take
like,
that to a real offense. You know what I mean?
I wouldn't, but I know some people do.
Exactly.
Like, I come, like, I judge clothes. I make them for a living. And it's just like, but I know, like, that's why I told you earlier, when for most people, it's just like, yo, I don't fuck with that shit at all, but rock out.
Okay.
I don't got shit to say about you doing you. Like, rock out, and I'm gonna be around you doing it. Like, unless it's like some super weird shit that's detrimental to me.
Exactly. Oh, okay, let me ask you this then. Like, I don't want to jump around too much, but I feel like this is a good jump in topic. So you recently did the Jankum, like, day in the life of corporate skateboards. It was a day and a half or whatever. And
Yuri, take over, bro. I'm tired of this. That
and
he's stressed.
no. So let me ask you this. One of the parts of your corporate skateboards thing was about Luke Blovat, right? So how do you feel about your relationship with Luke Blovat? Because to be honest, when I first like became friends with you in Brooklyn Projects era, like 2016, 2017 era, I was surprised to see that you have a friend who can be like kind of like, you know, I'm not sure what he is, you know, sexually or whatever, but like
eccentric.
The perception of him can easily be determined as like, oh, this guy is gay or whatnot.
Very
and I'm
eccentric.
surprised to see that you're not only close friends with him, but like, you know, he's a part of the company and stuff. So I want to see like what your perception is like on Luke, and like how long have you guys been friends? How did you even know him? You know what I mean? Like, how did you guys become friends? And like, how does that like kind of, how does that rub off on you? Like, do people think of you like, oh man, he hangs out with this crazy dude or something like that? You know?
Yeah, that's my brother.
How long have you known him?
Dude, like a couple years.
Oh really?
Like, yeah. So
is he from LA originally?
no, he's from Portland.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
I'm not surprised.
Well, I don't know. Shit about
Portland's
Portland.
very woke, open-minded. It's kind of like San Francisco.
He lived in Shanghai for some time too.
Oh wow,
Yeah.
interesting.
Luke's out there. He's sick. But I just like, I've always liked his skating, and I
Bro,
just like
super talented skateboarder.
And I just gave him some boards one day, and then we just like we spent like a whole summer like every day together, and that's like legit just like my right hand with like a bunch of shit. We haven't been together too much lately because he's just like going crazy with his TikTok shit, and I'm always working, and but we just like do a lot of shit together, and he just does what like whatever he wants to do. I think that's really cool.
Let me ask you this though. When we first met was like in 2016. You told me earlier you weren't working on your skateboard company, Corporate Skateboards, yet. When did you like first have the idea of like, I'm gonna start my own board company, which is like kind of like a big decision? A lot of people go with like, hey, I'm gonna make a t-shirt company or a wax company first. Like, you kind of went, I'm not sure like what the history is, but like how did you make the decision to go into making a board company?
Oh, my wife was always telling me like to try to do something like something like cheaper, but I never really just liked the act of like making like just a t-shirt, because my background comes from like traditional design. Like, I drape and I pattern make, and I like can sew like a like pretty high level. And,
you've referenced that a couple times already during this podcast. How long have you been into fashion or designing clothes or making clothes? That's
since 16 maybe.
Wow.
But,
that's
yeah,
interesting.
it's so I wanted to do something like that, but I just didn't like have like I can't like sit down and make like full collections.
Okay, so what you're saying.
Yeah. And then we started corporate during the pandemic. My homie Tom, he like Tom and Jermaine, they own this brand Utmost.
Okay.
And from Virginia, but they were doing it out here. But Jermaine moved back, and then Tom was like going through whatever he was doing, and we were during the pandemic. We were making masks for like companies and stuff, and we were
just like COVID masks.
Yeah, we were making bread off of it. And then Tom was just like, "You should take the money and do like a company." And I was like, I don't really want to. And he's just like, what do you got? What funny pictures you have on your phone? And he's like, just send them to me. I sent them to him, and then he made like the graphics, and he's like, get these boards made.
What picture was it? Do you remember?
Yeah, so I always like a lot of this stuff that I make is stuff that I've had from years ago. Like, I've always collected like newspaper clippings.
Okay.
I've always had like drawings or just like stuff I've like saved that I thought was funny.
Oh, that's sick.
And so I've had stuff in the chamber, and Tom like helped me formulate it.
That's sick.
And like, Tom's sick. He works for FTP. He's the designer.
Oh wow.
Yeah, Cell Phone Illusion.
Wow. Oh, that's his IG?
Yeah.
Cell Phone Illusion. Wow, that's sick. He
Homie
designs for
6'9".
FTP?
Yeah.
Damn, that's
shit.
insane.
And like, I liked like Zach and all those dudes. Just like, I was really like into what they were doing, not as in like the clothing for me, just how they could scale those brands just on their own. And so I just kind of took that and just tried to like do it. I made 150 boards, so it's corporate's been going for like a year. It was, but they like sold really fast.
Oh wow!
And so now I just do like 500 at a time.
How did you like go about getting 1,500 customers? Because like that sounds like an easy. You made it sound very casual, but like that's a difficult task
Yeah, it really
to get
is.
to sell 1,500 items. Like, how did you use Instagram or like how word of mouth? Like, how did you get this people to know about this?
I went to been to a lot of skate shops throughout my life, so I just reached out to the shops that I like was into, and like all of like just the circuit of homies that skate.
That's sick.
And so it all worked out that way.
Honestly, you know what? I've heard this before, and you've heard this many times. It's like not what you know, it's who you know. And would you say that like your personality and your easygoingness and your ability to make friends kind of like pretty easily, it's like that's kind of what helped you grow your company? Or also just like kind of like you get connections. It's like, for example, I would never have the social skills to go to Brooklyn Projects and be like, hey, can I skate the ramp in the back? If it was not for Dylan at the time, like I wouldn't have that confidence in myself to be like asking for that. You know what I mean? Like I was only able to do it because my friend was there. You know what I mean? Like
same for me.
It's like that's a big skill to have, is to be able to like go and make friends wherever you go, and then like kind of use those connections to like help you and them do whatever. You know what I mean? Like building and growing.
Yeah, just having like a
linking and building.
Exactly, a good network of
I'm gonna put the
people
chat away
like
just temporarily, just because it distracts everyone.
Yeah,
I don't want
think
people to get too distracted here.
Yeah, I just think I think it's funny. I can't really read too much of it, but I
okay.
A little glimpse of it.
But
I want to chat.
So, also, I'm not sure if you watched any of our podcasts, but we'll do the podcast and then we'll do like an after show after, where we can actually like we'll make the chat bigger and we get to see what people are saying, and like they'll donate questions or whatever, and like we get to like conversate a little bit more. But should we show them your board that you brought with you?
Yeah.
Okay, because there's a couple of questions I have about this. I didn't even know about this. Oh fuck. So this is this your new board design?
Now it's not, because we just got a new collection in. But
wow.
this is current.
Oh, there you go. Wait.
Oh, there you go.
There you go.
This is current. Did you see this yet, babe?
Mm.
Check this out.
Now I see it. Okay.
So what inspired this? So if you guys can't tell, this is basically two white men picking cotton while there's a black man whipping him. And what is this dude right here with the Cookie Man
Cookie
hat?
Monster hat.
Cookie
So
Monster hat.
it's Tom
Iconic
Cruise as an
Cookie
alien.
Monster.
Tom Cruise?
Have you
What?
have you seen the meme of Martin Luther King
I
in the
hate that
background
so much.
smiling while the black dude whips the two white dudes?
I think I did see that a long time ago, maybe, or something like that.
Yeah.
With the Cookie Monster.
But I did not know this Tom Cruise reference meme.
So my homie Nico in New York at 4 billion million dogs did the graphic,
Fire.
and he was drawing pictures of Tom Cruise as the alien.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
The hat
It's
is
just
literally
kinda
the
like
cherry
this-
on top.
Yeah, and also, what's up with the? Why did you guys choose a Cookie Monster?
I just
hat?
really,
Because that's the hat.
I really like so I found a Cookie Monster hat that fits really well, and so I just wear it, like just like there is like a sense of irony to it, but the hat just fits perfectly, and then the
really
blue
good.
matches well with certain like oranges that I wear.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
I like this meme of it's like a guy asking the girl, was it the dude with the Cookie Monster hat, and she's crying and says yes, or there's like
I know what you're talking about.
or there's a meme that says like, I don't care how many bodies you got, but did you let a nigga with a Cookie Monster hat beat?
Oh my
And so
god.
I just always
God.
think about shit like that. But this was an Instagram photo from
That's
like
hilarious.
I just found, and it was like like three real dudes, and Martin Luther King faded in the background, but I didn't want to put Martin Luther King on my board.
Why did you make it like so blurry? Like, why does it have this giant like kind of blur over it?
It's airbrush.
Oh, it's airbrush.
Yeah.
Ah.
And I like some stuff to be like really refined, but then
I
I like
see.
to contrast some graphics just like to look really shitty.
I see. Before, I'm not sure if you heard this, but before we started the podcast, you told me that you had a couple shops that were carrying your boards, but once you dropped this design, like a couple of them decided not to carry forever, or just this one design?
Well, no, it's forever because I don't want them to carry my shit.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
And do you feel like maybe you made a mistake, or do you feel like no, like they made a mistake? Like you want to stand on this graphic?
They super made a mistake.
Interesting. Okay.
Because it's not an attack on anyone, and it's something that like actually happened to like people like of my color, and like my great family, and I'm just like in my head. I made this graphic as like, oh, everybody can laugh at this together. This shit's so fucking burnt.
You know what's even crazier though is like I didn't even know this until I started watching more Epically Latereds and I like old footage of like skateboarders back in the day, like Ollie Balala. He's a very good example of this. Not trying to throw him under the bus, but bro, have you seen some of the board graphics he's written?
Yeah.
Some Aryan shit.
Yeah.
Like straight up Aryan like copy designs.
And shops love that shit.
And I'm like, dude, shops carried this. It's so weird. You know what I mean? I'm like, what the fuck? And I even look at this until I saw certain YouTube videos where they're like, yo, what's up with these skateboard designs from 1990, 1995? And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, it's literally copies of these fucking Aryan symbols and shit.
Yeah. I like one of my major accounts is like a shop that kind of like raised me as a skateboarder, like as my like from like 2008 to 2015. They were super hyped. They carried us from like the past 2 seasons. This is the 3rd one. And then they ghosted me, and I would just hit them up and just see what's up, because usually they like respond. Like they were like kind of the people kind of guiding me on how to maneuver like the company in general. But then one of the riders that works at the shop, like I heard through the grapevine that they were like, yeah, we're not carrying this racist ass shit. And then the demand for the shop in the town the demand for the boards in the town is there. And so people ask. And then I heard that they said the boards don't sell, but we checked. And people want them. No, we checked and they sold. They have like 3 to 4 shops, and there's only 3 to 4 boards in between all shops out of like a 50 to 60 board order.
Wow.
And then there's been shops like from where I'm from that have like tried to place orders, and they don't order the I call this the future. They don't order this board, and I'll tell them like, oh, I think you missed one, and they're like, no, we didn't. It's like, oh, okay, I'll send this out. And
you think some shops might like take the graphic as like too political, and they don't want to make crazy statements as a shop or something maybe like that?
There's a bunch of that. So there's people that do that. There's people that are actually just racist that I know from things they've said. And there's also like people just, they don't want to like scare the like community, but at the same time, like you were saying, those other boards are still like, I can go into a shop right now and see like some shit with like a chick spread.
That's true. You're right.
On a shaped board.
You can't ever say that like, oh, skateboarding, because you know what's funny, as you're saying that I was kind of thinking that like, oh, skateboarding nowadays, it's, you know, even back in the day, it's always been aimed at towards like a younger demographic. But look at some other skateboard graphics: weed leaves everywhere, bongs, girls spread their legs open, like you're talking about. It's like all this crazy 18 and over, 21 and over shit. So you can't really use that excuse on this graphic.
These fucking skate videos. Remember the gay bird moment in Baker 3?
Wait, what? Baker 3?
There's this like, it says some birds, and it says gay bird moment.
I don't remember that. You know what I do remember? Which was like, honestly, it's crazy how big of an influence this was on me as a kid. But there's this old clip, I think it was Dustin Dollin, if I'm not wrong, where he's at the bar and he's like, we're taking this shot, and he like takes a shot, grabs his board, and does a 50-50 down a rail, or like a trick down a rail.
The one where the guy goes, you got your Jaeger.
Yeah, something like that. And dude, that was an inspiration. Me and my friends would be like pouring up like cups, like little shots of water, and be like, I got this next shot. And we'd fucking take little drinks of water and pretend it's like alcohol and like do shit. And that's how big of it would fucking reflect on. We'd want to do that. Dude, shit. It looks so cool.
That's the thing, like, you know, skateboarding wasn't made to be like some like PC bullshit.
For real.
It's like it's like some shit like well, it is what you want it to be, but like from what I know it as, it's like to shake shit up. And it's just like, I legit just sit at my house and think of stuff and laugh to myself, and sometimes show like the dudes that skate for it, and then I just like put it out.
What do you think? This might be a crazy question.
Mhm.
I don't know. What do you think? Riley and I recently watched the skate video that came out called "Ruining Skateboarding." Remember I showed you?
Yeah, that's my shit there.
What'd you think about that video?
Love that shit.
You love it?
My homies skate for that company, and I skate those boards.
Do you? I like how like they named it, because like that's the thing that you'll see in the comments sometimes. People be like, "This is ruining skateboarding. These people are getting views for tricks that anyone can do or something like that
Well,
or whatever."
That goes back to like, just because you're good don't mean you deserve to be sponsored. Like maybe this person just sees, the person that owns this company probably just sees something in that person, image wise, skate wise,
Right.
and they just want to like look out for it.
Mhm.
And then like, honestly, I got like a good amount of homies that skate for that shit.
Oh,
And
really?
They're good. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was thinking about this the other day too. Is like in a lot of professional not skateboarding, but in a lot of professional athletic sports, they have uniforms, right? Skateboarding is the one thing where you really carry your personality in the way you dress. You know what I mean? You're
Well, it's like kind of solo your whole year, right?
Yeah,
You're
that
a
too.
solo. You're instructed to make this video for your year, right?
Well, you
Is
have,
that
like-
correct?
you have
Well-
like a time limit, I think, right?
It's like
Yeah.
one video a year or maybe two.
No, some videos can go on that can take like 5 years plus. Like,
Yeah.
it just depends on like what people want to do, like with their idea, and like what tricks people want to get.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's like, there's no set time frame. But like uniform, you think there's no uniform in skating, but it's very uniform. You
Beanie.
People are trying to like
Nah,
one up each other,
you-
like and
No, you can tell by how people judge like other people on their fucking pants. Like right now, there's like a baggy thing. Like everyone.
I know what you're talking about.
Oh, I can't watch this dude skating. His clothes aren't baggy enough.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
like,
yeah.
No, there's a mental uniform. It's not even mental. It's just like people just really. Everyone thinks skateboarding is like such a free thing. That's some jock shit.
no, it really is. Yuri tells me all the rules and like the things you
Rules?
cannot do and what's gonna make you look like a fucking loser.
Dude, yeah, it's like
It's really like
skateboarding's legit. Like more often than not on jock shit.
There's a
I feel like that because it's like, damn, I feel like
you know
I don't know. I don't even like in football and shit. I feel like guys judge each other, but like skateboarding is like a different level. You're just like telling me all the do's and don'ts.
You know what's funny is I didn't even send this meme to you, babe, but I saw this meme on the Instagram discovery page the other day where it was like joining skateboarding because skateboarding is rule free and individual sport or whatever, right? It's like one image, and then the other image is like this giant textbook that's like this thick, and it says like
Oh, yeah.
skateboarding rules
Yeah.
of like what you can and can't do. I'm sorry
Dude.
guys, I really have to go use the bathroom. I'll be back in one second. Wait, you can continue
Okay. All right. So you could tell me how you and Yuri first met each other. I'm down. I want to really know this.
Okay.
I like to know the pre-Yuri me.
Brooklyn projects. He was being
When he
weird.
was working there?
No.
When he was just
showing up.
okay.
Yeah, just weird Yuri shit.
Weird Yuri
Yeah.
shit.
And he's like a pretty good skateboarder, so I thought that was cool. And then we would go. Oh, I remember we always went to. Did Yuri? I don't think Yuri had a car. So one of the homies.
He might have had a car.
Maybe because someone
At
was
the
taking
time.
us to Westchester. It was probably Yuri. Yeah, and we would just go to Westchester every night and skate. But then just like always just like around like walking, just walk. We never left Melrose.
Yeah, just
Dude, we never
shooting the shit.
just walking around.
Because that's
Him
where it was most popping,
with-
right?
Him with that fucking camera.
Yeah.
Like he always had the camera, and we just like walk around, skate the ramp.
And you were
not-
friends with like Hesh and stuff before
Mhm,
that too. So
yeah.
you were down, like you were around when Yuri filmed that like first video of Hesh, like the day in the life.
Probably. Yeah, like I wasn't around for that, but I was around for it. Like I wasn't there that day, but yeah, I think like everyone was just like super hyped on Hesh because of like Hesh was like kind of like a mini celebrity.
Right.
I remember seeing him skate the Brooklyn Projects ramp. Oh, me and Yuri freaked out because Hesh was doing back disasters and some Air Max that weren't his size.
He would always do
Some
this like
Supreme-
hand plant twist trick.
Some Supreme
He was a
Air
good
Max,
skater.
some Supreme Air Max that weren't his size, but he was skating the Brooklyn Projects ramp so sick, so good. We
Good
were like
style.
we were really hyped on him.
He was a good vert skater.
Yuri has taught me like the style and the way you do your tricks means a lot. Like the way you
Yeah.
just have like a certain flow to your trick.
Hell yeah.
Because like Hesh, when you
That'll differentiate you
like
as a skater.
like Reggie's describing, like you'll see Hesh hop on the board and you're like, people don't usually skate those shoes, and then you just see him fucking do a hand plant revert, fucking backflip
Smooth.
to thing, and you're like, what?
Yeah.
Backflip to thing.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know any vert trick names, but I was just like, what? Like I would see him do these like
Amaze.
I'd be like, what? And
Mhm.
these like basketball shoes, basically. I'm like, what the fuck?
Well, because
is going
also
on?
I didn't even know that fool skated.
Really?
No, I just thought he was like he was just like the homie that like was like doing like modeling shit and
Ah.
and then like was like on his little mischief shit.
How long?
Okay, so wait,
Okay,
what
sorry.
year did you know? Like, what year was this when you guys met each other?
I've known Yuri since 2016.
Okay,
So that's
so
when
for
I got
a
out here.
while, yeah.
Yeah.
You know what's funny? Let me know if you remember this or not. But I told Riley when I first told her, I was like, "Yo, I want to have corporate skateboards, Reggie from corporate skateboards on the podcast." I told Riley, I was like, I have this funny memory of him back in the day where we were doing a barbecue at Brooklyn Projects, and we were making hot dogs. And you grabbed one of the hot dogs. You're like, you want to see me eat this? And you grabbed it and you just like smushed it in your fucking hands like to like pieces. And you were just like, like eating the pieces, like squishing up through your fingers. I was
Oh my
like,
god!
I was like vlogging it. I was like, what the fuck? I
I
was
don't,
like,
I don't remember that.
I don't remember
I just know
that.
I get like really like if I'm having like a really good day.
Never smoked,
Always.
never drank,
No, I just
and
like
he's
will go
just
crazy. Like
squishing hot dogs.
I'm like, yeah, I got like a weird like thing with food. I'm not really too into food. So I eat a lot of candy and it's like fuck, but I'm just
Yeah.
like, so I'm always
Sweet
doing
tooth.
like fucking up food.
oh, like just playing with food or whatever.
Yeah, like somebody sent me
Fucking up the glizzy.
I think CJ sent me a video of me like pouring, like no Eric, he works at Brooklyn Project now. He sent me a video of me pouring like Arizona iced tea on a cookies and cream sandwich.
No.
And you ate it?
I think so. But then there's like a bunch of like I think it bumps people out. There's a bunch of
No.
videos of me just like smashing food.
You're not concerned about your because I noticed that before we started the podcast, you consumed some candies and whatnot or whatever. You're not concerned about your teeth or your health or whatnot with
I
your.
don't have any. Look.
You got many teeth.
You got many teeth.
Dude, no, I just got some new teeth off Etsy. I'm gonna put them in myself.
Etsy?
So Etsy, like, so they see this
Shout out
tooth?
Etsy. Etsy's the bomb.
Dude, it does everything. You know,
For real.
This tooth's missing
Anything.
because I knocked this one out and I knocked this one out. I couldn't afford to get another.
How'd you
one.
knock those teeth out?
Back nose blunt on a
Skateboarding.
wedge. Yeah. And I didn't knock
Bruh.
them out. I just like hit them and I just left them in for years. And I guess they were infected. But I went to do like I got the teeth taken out at the Bright Now Dental in Burbank. They scammed me.
Did you post this on
God.
Instagram the other day?
Yeah, so I bought like I had the so I got this one fixed and I got a flipper like the tooth
Yeah.
retainment tooth.
Mhm.
One of my
And
friends has that.
I fell asleep at Outback Steakhouse in Burbank and
Oh my
the
god.
shit fell out of my mouth and
You
they threw it away. And I just got it. And
In the
all-
plate?
Yeah.
No.
And it cost me $5,000.
Yeah, I'm sure.
So
Those
but-
things are expensive as fuck.
Yeah, but Etsy has it for 160, and they give you a bunch of teeth too. So I'm gonna save the teeth.
So just in case they pop off.
No, I'm gonna make a graphic with it.
With all the teeth.
Yeah, because you get to choose your teeth. Like I could put like one of these.
Shout out Etsy.
Like this. Like what's it, incisors? You can put it in the front
I'm
right
gonna get
here.
water really quick.
Okay.
That would be fire.
Dude, wait, so that's on. How many teeth did you break or are missing?
I'm missing all these back here.
How?
Cavity.
Really? From candy?
Yeah. I floss and everything, but I eat so much candy, it's insane.
Are
But-
you gonna change your habit or your
I
diet? at any
I
point?
try to, but then I like always run into like, I'm like consistencies. Like I kind of freak out about it, and like, a lot of food can never be like the same. There's always something different about it, and I trip out on it.
But you also just said earlier that you don't really care about food, but you like candy.
Because you think candy's a food. It doesn't fill you up.
Here's the thing though, is like I like all types of different sweets. But there's people I've met who are like, I don't care about nothing food at all, even sweets. You know?
Yeah,
So
it's
you
like,
care about sweets, obviously.
yeah, but that's I don't like food. That's not a form of like sustenance.
That's true.
Yeah. So it's like I consume more candy than food. I like some things, but it's just like I just really need the consistency for me to be happy.
Let me ask you this: as a fellow skateboarder, did you ever have the dreams of like being a professional or amateur or sponsored skateboarder, or like of like, hey, I'm gonna support myself through my skateboarding one day or something like that? Did you ever have those dreams?
Not really. I just want free shit.
Did you see your friends who were better than you were becoming sponsored and thinking like, oh man, I want to be in those shoes one day or something like that?
So my whole MO was just like I just wanted free shit.
Really?
Like I didn't like. I always knew I wasn't.
Because
like,
you were interested in clothes, or because you're interested in free stuff?
Just I think I was just like I just liked like free stuff, but I was really picky too.
Ah.
But like a few of my friends, like a lot of my friends are like sponsored or were pro, and so I've always had stuff. I got like Mighty Healthy as like a New York clothing brand, and then Converse like shop sponsor.
Oh,
And
from
so-
Converse?
Yeah, this was years ago.
No
like,
way.
My early 20s when I was actually like trying, but I knew I never would do anything with skating. Like even before like corporate, like that's like corporate's almost a random thing. And
Do you? All right, hold on. Let me ask you this: do you have like plans for? Cause okay, so honestly, like when I first met you back in the day, I would never expect you to want to have a skateboard brand, because honestly my perception of your perception of the skateboarding world was you hated skateboarding corporations. And just like I'm wondering what's your, I don't want to ask you like what you don't fuck with, but what's your like companies that you do fuck with, you know what I mean? Like, and what also like what is your plans for corporate as well? It's like, what do you want out of it?
companies that I do fuck with, like FA and hockey, like those are like, those dudes like give me work, and like all my friends like skate for them, and it's just like it's a cool thing. They got like shit in the chokehold.
I feel
And
that,
then
yeah, that's true.
I very much so like weekend skateboards as well. It's like
They've kind of died down a little bit, but they
I
still
don't think they have.
really okay. Maybe just to
No.
me because I don't keep
I
up.
don't think they have.
Okay, they've
Yeah.
grown. If anything.
Yeah.
All right.
And no, I just think that's like the graphics are cool and like the dudes are cool. And then just like maybe some older, like I really like stereo, like old stereo, like Tin Can Folkler and stuff like that. A visual sound, very big on Jason Lee. I can't say. Then there's just like specific skateboarders that I really like.
Okay.
But I was like, as far as like skateboard companies, for real, not really.
Really?
Okay, what about skateboarders? What skateboarders are you
Yeah, so-
fucking
yeah,
with right now? Top 3.
Right, Scott Johnson.
Interesting.
Let's see. Specific eras of Richard Mulder. Jason Lee.
Jason Lee. Have you shown me Jason Lee?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then Luke.
Sounds familiar.
Michael. Darius. Jalen. Tony Huffnagel. T Huff is he's fired. He's like this like brolic black dude with the afro that just like skates Chevy a lot, and he can just do like all this stuff, but he's like older and he just skates.
Do you consume a lot of skateboarding content still to this day, you think?
Yeah, I watch skateboarding nonstop. Like,
Because
my bad.
you're good.
I play like all that no jumper shit,
Uh-huh.
and I play skateboarding too. So I run my phone and I run my computer while I like do work.
While you're working and shit.
Yeah.
It's so funny that you said that because huge shout to the homie Scumbags. He also runs a clothing company,
Shout out
but
scumbags.
he always will send me like stories of him like in his like warehouse or work studio of him working on shit, like printing stuff, sewing stuff or whatever, and then he has the TV up there playing like whatever podcast is happening at the time or stream is happening at the time, and like he was telling me, he's like, bro, he's like, I'll just be working and I'll have to have something playing, so he's
Yeah,
like, I'll just have content playing all
Right.
day while I'm working.
Yeah, that's something, because I work like, I get off my job at 6 and I like roam around, and then I go home.
Yeah.
And then I start working at like 9 or 11, and I just work into like 7 in the morning, and then start my day.
7 in
And
the morning? Wait, so you still have like a normal day job to this day right now?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then so I like some days I just like stay up, and some days I'll stay up a few hours and then go to sleep, or I'll go home, go to sleep, and then wake up and work. But my studio's in the back of my house, and it gets like, I live in Atwater, and it's really silent.
Atwater, is that like up north?
No, Atwater's like Glendale type.
Oh my god.
okay.
So there's this place up north called Atwater or Outwater. And so I was just like, what the hell? Are you literally...
He made that journey.
You just said pause.
Yeah. I have to.
Why you guys say
No,
pause?
I-
You guys say pause?
You put your foot on top of my
Yeah,
foot.
you
I'm
guys say
pretty
pause
sure
for
there's a
everything.
place up
I always
north
think
called the
that
same
shit's weird.
thing.
I have to.
I'm pretty sure. So I just got super shocked for a second, but okay.
Oh,
So
no.
you still live
No.
nearby.
Dude, that's, yeah, you guys say pause all the time for everything.
They
That shit's
do.
So weird.
Everything.
So-
And then
so
it has me saying pause, even though I'm just
I-
like, what?
I
Even though I'm a
never say
girl.
it.
Yeah,
So
even though I'm a girl, I'm just like, pause.
In my head, I think like I ain't like that happened. I ain't doing nothing. I ain't got no gay thoughts about you. So you got gay thoughts, so you have to like say.
You have to
pause.
extra pause it.
But here's the thing: is like I can make a joke about you with your shirt off without having a single gay thought about you.
Well, yeah, exactly. Exactly.
And some people don't understand
Dude,
that. They're
no,
like, "No,
like-
you're really think you're like you like me," and I'm like, "No."
You're full of yourself.
Yeah, exactly.
And you might be the gay one.
Exactly.
Bro, that's what I've been
Exactly.
saying. I've been telling that's right since the beginning. I'm like, bro, it seems weird to me when sometimes people are like, a gay joke, and they fucking run out the room. I'm like, bro, really? It's that big of a deal to you that you hear one gay comment and you're like, that's out of bounds. You know what I mean?
I should start counting the times you guys say pause on these fucking
You really
shows,
should. Take a
because,
shot.
dude. It's
He doesn't drink
I know. I'm just.
no. I'm gonna just go from not drinking to smoking crack.
Oh,
No, the
that's
other
a
day-
terrible transition.
The other day I was listening to it, or I was doing a T-Rail podcast because I usually do like the cameras behind it, and I was like, take a shot every time I see or every time I hear on Hoover, because it was just like endless
You know
on
what?
Hoover,
They,
on
They
Hoover.
say that shit like ad libs too. Like even just like they'll say something like on Hoover and then just keep going.
Yeah, I know,
Like,
but you know what's
really
funny?
It's like they can't. It's just literally their fucking. It's just
Dude.
second nature. It's like they can't help it.
You know what's-
I don't.
You know what's fucking
blame them.
funny
I love
is
those
like
dudes,
I've
they're
had
sick.
many conversations with T-Rail and I've seen him on many other podcasts.
I was just
But
like-
until he started his own interviews, I did not realize how much he says the word. You know what I'm saying? Until he started
Oh,
his
everybody
own
though. It's
podcast.
not just him. It's literally
Wait,
everybody.
doesn't he say man?
Yeah, he does, man. But he'll go like, you know what I'm saying? We start in the next podcast. Before he even says anything, he'll start off with, you know what I'm saying? Before he even said anything. And I'm like, bro, I didn't even know what to say.
There's so
but
many people who do
he
that
did
though.
this.
It's
so
like
funny.
everybody has their own little ad lib that they have to add. Like they just add and they don't even understand that they're doing
Exactly.
it. You know,
And honestly, the
it's
more
just so funny.
the more you go on camera, the more you get to notice these little things about you. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like, bro, you know
I
what's
love
crazy is when I first met you, is that's when I first started my YouTube channel. And dude, like, still to this day, it was like such a weird event in my life that I still remember it to this day. Where like the very first day when I finally got a camera, finally got a memory card, finally realized I could edit the
I remember you
footage.
being hyped on some fucking memory cards.
Bro, because I was learning what all this shit is. I was like, oh, a camera needs a memory card. I was like, I didn't know this shit. So anyways, I was learning all this bullshit, and then like finally I get to this point where I was like, I'm filming my first video, and I was at home. I waited till I was unemployed at the time. I waited till my parents went to work, and I set up my camera in front of me, and I was just like press record, and I was like, this feels so weird to be in my room by myself talking to my camera, which is me basically talking to myself. It felt so strange.
You never
know what I mean?
talk to yourself.
In my head, but I'm never going like, Yuri, today we're going skateboarding and
Yeah,
we're going
so-
to Lafayette Skate Park and it's gonna be so amazing.
I
Like
talk to
you're
myself.
hyping it up.
I talk to myself a lot. Like I talk to myself every day.
Yuri
like,
does.
all the time.
I do too, but I don't,
I'll be like, are you talking to me?
I don't try to make it. I don't try to make it exciting.
No.
No.
I
You
mean,
know?
I just do whatever.
I do
whatever's
too.
Going. But yeah, I definitely talk to my like. That's how I
You have
figure.
to.
That's how I figure things out. And I used to go to college in somewhere called Columbia, Missouri, and I worked at the sandwich place. And there was a old white dude talking to himself, and I was dying laughing at him, and I was filming him. Like I filmed. Look at him.
Oh, that's fucked up. But it's crazy.
And I went up to him and I was like, because he kind of caught me, and I was like, what are you doing? He's like, I'm talking to myself. And, and then I was just like, oh, yeah, that's kind of burnt out, right? And he was like,
yo.
And then he was just like, no, because people think it's crazy, but if you don't talk to yourself, you'll actually go crazy. And I really thought about, because some shit I can't say to people that I'm thinking.
Yeah.
It's like it's definitely gets hectic. And like even like coming out with like this, I can't really just be in IHOP in the morning like discussing with the person.
Yeah,
so I like
out loud what your idea is.
That's where I go. I sit. I got banned from the Sunset one. But
for sitting there and thinking of contemplating ideas for too long.
I got mad and bent up a lot of their silverware. And,
oh my god,
and, like,
dude!
And I punched out the
one across the street from Holland High.
Yeah, punched out the driveway sign.
Bro,
dude, they tried the waitress like stole $50 from me.
What? That's fucked up.
Yeah, so I got really hot. But yeah, no, I always like just go to like places like that and just like have like full on like maybe 2-hour like conversations, and then
I love those places.
It's easier to like remember, because if I do it silently, I kind of forget it.
I see what you're saying.
Talking to myself is good.
That's interesting. All right, random subject switch. But do you are you full designer for everything corporate skateboards releases, or do you have like people who help you with the designs?
Sometimes I have people like do some graphics, but other than that, it's all me. Cool. And then Tom sometimes will do Photoshop, but he hasn't in a while.
I don't want to put anyone on blast, but someone we both know from Brooklyn Projects back in the day. I mentioned his name earlier, but I want to mention it during this conversation. He said he helped you with a couple of your graphics. Is this true?
Dylan.
Yes.
Yeah.
He did.
I was gonna bring you that board.
Oh really?
Yeah.
What graphic was it?
It's these two like fat naked guys with eraser tip dicks, like in the.
Dylan made this design.
Yeah, in the clouds, like fighting over this dollar, and they're intertwined in the dollar. It's like a Renaissance painting.
Wow, that sounds crazy.
It's fire.
Damn. Okay, I'm not surprised that I used Dylan Jordan, but I was talking to him earlier, and I told him that I was gonna have you on the podcast, and he's like, I helped him with designs, and I was just like,
yeah, he's gonna help me with more.
I was like, you're bullshitting.
Dude, Dylan's fire because he has like this kind of like crooked skateboards look to a lot of his shit, but then it's very much his own too, and I love that.
You know what's interesting? I feel like also about Dylan's art is like in skateboarding, a lot of artists who like will either who will be skateboarders and start painting, or who will paint designs onto skateboards, they won't have this like history of actual influences of artists, where Dylan, ever since I've gone to school with this fool since second grade, you know what I mean? Wow. And he's been into art and drawing since I've known him, you know what I mean? Even before that, because he was already talented when I knew him. And I feel like as I grew up, like he was getting into like all these different fucking eras of art and doing all this research, and I feel like he actually has like a whole background in actually kind of like self-taught art, where he developed his own style. And a lot of people who don't understand art and art references might not get it at first, but like you really look at it and it's like undeniable. You're like, oh, this is sick. You know what I mean? It looks cool, attractive in some sort of fashion.
Eye-catching.
Yeah.
Eye-catching,
Damn,
exactly.
you are really good at fucking talking all this shit.
Right?
Really?
He's the best. He's so smooth. That's what I'm talking about.
That's fucked.
He's the best.
But random subject switch. I wanted to ask you, that's why I asked you if you were the designer. Shout out to Blasey for designing this shirt. But once we released this shirt, I didn't realize how many comments we were going to get about a specific subject. What do you think about this shirt design? First,
this is yours.
Yeah, and this is yours, by the way. First opinion that
you
comes
better
to
be
mind.
rocking this.
No, if you want.
I'll run it.
What do you think about this design?
I think it's funny. It's funny you have acne right here.
Oh, well, Blasey, why don't you fucking edit out my acne?
Come on, Blasey.
I know.
Make us look flawless.
I know. You notice Riley sitting on my head?
Yeah.
The tent. Okay,
Dude, so this is actually funny because they were talking about. I was looking at the
Here you
no
go.
jumper memes
Uh-huh.
and that T-Rail shit,
Bro.
But this is just what this
Shout out
reminds me.
T-Rail.
It's just you just big.
T-Rail's hilarious, dude.
Riley, yeah, we've been talking about that. How my face is an emphasis on this shirt compared to Riley, and with the next shirt, I want
Oh,
to
yeah.
make that the opposite.
But
Oh, the T-Rail fucking
The T-Rail memes,
merch.
Yeah.
dude, yeah,
Oh
that's
no,
like-
it's all good.
that
you
dude's a
know?
celebrity to me.
Yeah.
So
No.
based off my facial expression there, do you get any like kind of like porn?
Yeah, you look like you're fucking busting on yourself or something.
He's
I thought it was kind of an innocent like, oh, what's on my
What's
head?
on my head?
But everyone's just like, it looks like you're about to get a load on your
Slurped up.
face or something like that. I'm like,
You're
bro,
ready.
Yeah, it looks like you're trying to like
Hot and ready.
You're trying to catch. You're either trying to catch something or you're like orgasming.
how else would you if you saw?
You're not getting surprise vibes.
Exactly. It's surprise
like,
vibes.
on his head.
If you saw a tiny
Camping
little,
out.
if your wife was shrunken down to a mini size and she sat on your head with a tent,
having
and-
a camp out.
and you just found out that moments of you finding out, what would your face be?
Eagles are
It
soaring
would
by
be
your
like-
head.
No, it would not.
What would it be?
Like the fuck. you,
Actually, the
you just think like
it's probably
if-
tickling your
if
head.
If something just like touch, you don't like. That's my instant reaction to be like the fuck.
I'd be like,
No, I ain't shocked. Like just get the fuck off. She got swatted.
okay, all right.
Well, let's
cannot-
hope our summer release will be
I know different. Well, I said the next release is gonna be Riley's face is gonna be the emphasis, but not
we
that.
don't even have to have faces on it. We could just make something
Dude,
cool.
this Blasey dude makes everything. Huh?
Bro,
Right?
he's
He made a
he's
fucking
he made
flower
it so
pot.
fast.
yeah, the flower. Bro, you
The
want to
print's really good.
okay? You want to see
Yeah.
something crazy? I don't want to be too much of a advertiser for Blasey here, but
Fuck
this
it.
right
Turn
here
him up.
was a huge shocker for me. So
Oh, this is sick.
it's a tiny little shoebox, right? You open it up, and what is the classic thing you keep inside shoe boxes? Is fucking money.
Yeah.
And so it's like a money
Your
that's
stash
it's a
box.
it's a
Oh, it
candle.
smells nice.
Yeah, it's a candle that's money, and like the fucking the matches are a checkbook, and I was like, yo, like just the attention to detail is like pretty really like
Damn.
smart, you
I'm
know?
just like him for real. I did the check skateboard.
Oh really?
The
Oh
one
yes,
from
yes,
my
yes, yes.
first
I remember
graphic.
that. I remember that.
Yeah.
That's
Dude, yeah,
funny.
I don't know too much about this dude, but I like him.
Yeah, right. He's very creative
I like,
with his shit.
Yeah, that's the thing. I don't know all of what he does, but it seems like there's a lot of like printables and stuff.
Principles and like also like I feel like he's been known for doing a lot of shirt design, so I feel like he's really going out of his way to like kind of make his name as like, hey, I don't just make shirts.
Well,
You know what I mean?
I always hear this fool talk about pants.
The leather pants.
Yeah, they do.
Not just leather, like he's always like make my own pants.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Exactly.
And I always just like, yeah, this is funny because that's like my whole thing is like I do tailoring.
That's
but-
what I was gonna ask you about.
Yeah, but I like the fact that because even he spoke about it at some point, just like everyone can do this shit, but like there's legit like levels to it. Like yeah, it's like everyone made a candle, but no one made like this. This is the most fire one I've seen.
Yeah, right.
And that like I don't need the Bros fucking flower pot, but that shit's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
And the box is insane.
What about
like,
the fucking cop car one?
yeah,
Where
that's
it's the
cop car.
candle,
Yeah,
so
there's
it's
also-
like a cop car going on fire.
This is
Like-
after all the riots
That's
where all the
fire.
cop cars were getting burned. He's like, yo, I'm gonna make a
Oh.
cop car
Yeah,
candle.
He's a really good
Creative.
conceptual designer. Like that's yeah, he's like without me seeing any of his shit,
Mhm.
the way he like talks about it seems like not so surface level. Like I was telling you, like it's really funny hearing these dudes talk about clothes because it's like most of it's like surface level like streetwear shit.
Mm-hmm.
But like that's what they're into. But it seems like they have like I used to watch this other thing with House Phone and some white dude. They would get packages from people and
a
it had, like,
robesman?
and it had like a Disney Channel like thing at the bottom.
What? Oh wait, no.
Their old drip
Yeah,
tank
no,
kind of
a
thing?
drip tank.
I don't
Drip
know.
tank.
It was,
Oh, yeah, it was drip tank.
That
It was
that
drip
one
tank.
was harsh.
That was
Like,
juice.
It was always
juice.
really, really bad clothes.
Shout out to
It
Drip
seemed
Tank.
like House Phone was always like not hyped
Not
on
into it.
None of those clothes.
Yeah.
But I like yeah, like the brands that they're into are definitely like shit that I'm not, but I like of like how into it they are for themselves because it doesn't seem phony.
Yeah,
Right.
exactly.
And it doesn't seem like
Forced.
like he makes those little dice shoes like
that's super not for me. But he's so into that shit, and that's really cool. Like that's the
Yeah.
whole thing. Like it's like shit's not for me at all,
Mhm.
but it's so fire that fools are like
Passionate.
really like those dudes didn't go to like school for that shit. And,
Exactly.
like,
Yeah.
everyone I went to school for, I don't know anyone that's doing design. And when I went there, none of them seemed to give a shit about it.
Mm-hmm.
So that's probably
Exactly.
another thing why I'm so like into like the watching that shit, even though I'm like, dude, I don't know what the fuck these dudes are talking about.
Right.
They're just really into it, and it's
Honestly,
hectic.
I had the same vibe when I when I just got out of high school. I was like maybe 3-4 years out of high school, and I just found out about No Jumper. I had the same vibe where it was just like, I don't know what to do in my life. Like I have these little interests, you know what I mean? But like I don't really know what the fuck I can do with them. And then like Adam would do these interviews with certain people, like Ass Pizza, for example, was like one of the first interviews I saw that like was super inspirational to me. Where I was just like, wow, this is a person who like is on the same mind level as me, which is like, I don't want to work a normal job. I don't want to fucking do this normal thing that I've seen everyone else do. I want to do something creative and on my own. And like you see them pave their own paths, no matter how difficult or weird it may seem. You know what I mean? Like, and no path is the same. And like, it's like what you're saying. It's like there's so many people who are, they want to enter this world of whatever world it may seem, but they're not willing to put in the maybe 3, 4, 5, 6 years of like struggle it takes to get to the point where you're like, yeah, dude, I've been working on this forever, dude, actually, but like you know, now people fuck with it, but I've actually been doing this forever. You know what I mean? Like, and you see that a lot.
Right.
Do you know Glabo?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you know, fucking. I remember back in the day, Glabo would show up as well, bro.
I made carpets for him.
Really? Wait, you make carpets as well?
I do production.
Wow. Oh, dude. Okay, so this is something I wanted to bring up. I felt like Jankum. I'm not sure if I missed it, but they may not have asked you this about this. But during one of the scenes of the Day in the Life of You, you pulled up this flannel, and you were like, this flannel's super thin and like it's super good to skate in or whatever, and it seemed like you made it, but you didn't say that you did. And I was thinking, like, I've never seen flannel in that design that's that thin, and I was kind of thinking, I was like, yo, is Reggie sewing his own shit together? Like,
I sewed this morning.
really?
Yeah.
Wait, so
I make the pattern, and then I sample it, and then I make it.
that's fucking wait. So you taught yourself how to sew?
I went to school for it, and I just got like, when you guys stopped seeing me so much, I was starting to like quit skating, and I think my sister got murdered around that time, so I
Oh
kind
my
of just like
God.
phased out of everything. It's not God's fault. The person that did it's fault.
Fuck yeah.
Fuck it. But
that's just my way to react, I guess.
Yeah, it happens. People
Fuck,
be
man.
dying, whatever. But yeah, I just got, so I disappeared because I didn't know like what I would do with fashion. I didn't know what you could do with it, and I just kept seeing all these streetwear dudes, and I was like, I don't make clothes like that. I don't even know how to make clothes like that.
Yeah.
Because I didn't know how to screen print and shit yet.
Okay.
And I just didn't. I was just like, yeah, just these fucking shirts everywhere. What the fuck? I don't want to be
Custom
bothered with
shirts.
that. And in my head, I thought I was gonna move to Paris and work for like a luxury house. And so I was like, I have to get really gnarly.
That was your dream?
No, that's what I thought I was supposed to do.
Move to Paris and work in a luxury house?
I was trying to move like to somewhere in Europe and work for like a luxury company because here all I was seeing was like streetwear shit, and I just I never understood it.
That's
because I was doing shit like this.
interesting. And
Yeah.
honestly, I feel like from all the streetwear and up and coming brands I've seen, it's like this ability of being able to make your own shit is much more respectable than just getting, Harmonious man fucking printed across a shirt straight like that. You know?
I think it depends. Like look at your homie Blasey. Perfect example. He ain't making none of that shit, is he?
That's true, but also it's like
but look at, like, I'm gassed on it. Like, that's my first like glimpse of like it's not. So I got really good at pattern making, sewing, and all this shit just to not work in the industry, while fools like him are getting breaded off of just like really good ideas.
I see what you're saying.
Him having a really good idea, a lot of other people having like really mid ideas.
Yeah.
But it's still like working. You have to be good at you just have to be good at like design or just like selling clothes in general. Like, and that's like,
It's always perception.
yeah, I'm not good at like presentation, so that's why I never thought to do my own shit. I just know I had not new ideas, but it's something that most people haven't seen, and the way I do it is my own way and my interest or my own interest, and I could put them in clothes, but I can't afford for people to make them for me. So, and I'm also just like, I really need stuff to be a certain way, and I need it in the time frame I need it. So I just do it all myself to where I can just like I went home and I just made the pattern for this, and I made it, and I'm wearing it.
No, dude, that's fire, because I remember when I got out of high school, and like my thought was like, what the fuck am I gonna do in my life? I was thinking like, I want to try to make it in skateboarding, right? Like my fucking typical skateboarder thought. I was like, I want to do something with this. And then I had a couple skateboard filmers I would hit up to film me, and then I was getting into this trouble of like, they would take forever to send the footage over. They would take forever to edit it. They would take forever, do all these things. And then I got to this point where I was just like, bro, I'm relying on all these different little parts to work on something that I want. I need to figure out how to do all these little things so I am self-reliant. I don't have to rely on anyone.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's an important thing for anyone to learn, is like, how do you not have to fucking hit someone up for help? You know what I mean? Just do it yourself. And like, you could learn it if you really want to, for a lot of things.
Yeah, that's like the orange guy from the recent Adam interview.
Orange guy?
Yeah, from London. He learned he's wearing all orange.
Charlie Sloth.
Charlie Sloth? Okay.
Dude, he's
I
fired.
didn't really
He
listen
learned
to it, though.
he taught himself how to do everything. After Effects, he can produce music.
Wow.
He was rapping at one point. I don't know who the fuck that dude is, but he did like everything. And but that's, yeah, I think like I was definitely like someone where it's just like, you should just hone in on one thing and be the best of it at it. But this is my one thing. Like, making skateboard shit is really easy. I just got these cooked ideas and I can just do that.
Mm-hmm.
But like when it comes to clothes, it's like a whole like, my stuff is like rooted in research and history, and then I kind of twist up current perception of things and then spit it out. But yeah, I wouldn't be able to get stuff done. One, financially, I can't like afford to make production with people, so I can make it myself.
Mm-hmm.
But it's important for me to know everything, because I can, what would take someone a week to make because they have other stuff to do, I can make my stuff in like a few hours or a night.
I see. Okay.
And I know it's the way I wanted it to be.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, if I've always been that way with like everything.
I see. That's a good mentality to have. Let me ask you this. I'm really curious about this, because I think Jankum covered this a little bit, but I want to just get like the full answer. Who are all the official team members of Corporate Skateboards?
There's a new 10 every day.
Really? 10?
Nah. There's Darius.
Darius?
Darius King.
Really?
He quit Alien Workshop.
No way. Shout out to fucking Darius, bro. Another person that I just met when I just started skating at Brooklyn Project, started vlogging and shit. Very cool dude, who still to this day is very cool. I haven't seen him in a minute.
Brother.
But shout out to Darius.
Dude, I got him
so
on Carhartt.
talented. Really?
Yeah, he skates for Carhartt too.
Bro, he's so fucking good.
But yeah, then Jalen's really gnarly. That's been like, we lived together in Arizona pretty much. Like, that's been like one of my best friends for years.
Wow.
And then Luke, Michael's like an East LA kid, like lives in South Pass. He's super sick.
Is that the kid with the dark hair, bowl cut type thing? That you were tossing around in Jacob?
No, that's Luke's roommate, Luke.
Oh, okay.
So that's cool.
Luke's roommate, Luke.
Yeah, that's cool, Luke. He's sick. He helps
That's
me.
cool.
He helps me like do like some stuff. He's like really good at animation and 3D printing.
Oh, that's
We're
fire.
gonna try and 3D print this crack pipe for this corporate.
Oh shit! Okay.
And but it's got, maybe I'll hit up Blasey to help me make the box.
Bro, maybe you can get you know how Joe Biden is trying to get like a bunch of 20 million free crack pipes spread out. Maybe you can get that production order.
I got a fire idea for this crack pipe. Dude, I've been working on it for a while, like the sketches and stuff.
That'd be sick.
And yes, I'm gonna figure out how to go about it, but it's gonna be the sickest crack pipe ever.
So like there's no like official number of team members. It's like always interchanging. You feel like
there is, but there's like sometimes people don't want to skate.
Let me ask you this: Is Hesh a part of the team?
Yep.
Ah, Okay.
when he wants to be.
Because I was talking to Hesh the other day
He
that I was
said-
gonna have you on the podcast. He's like, I'm a part of the corporate skateboards, and he's like, I'm on the team, and I was like,
Dude,
I didn't know that.
Funny thing about Hesh is he bought a board.
What? Oh, well, okay.
But
he's trying to support the homie, probably.
Dude, Hesh is like always like supported me, like fools, like people
Same.
don't like know that, like it's shitty, like especially like out here there's so many politics with everything.
Exactly.
Like you can't, your homies with this dude, or like why you rocking with this dude, he did this to me. It's like, dog, I like, fuck, man,
I
like,
know what you're talking about.
why don't you go handle that?
Yeah.
Like, but it's just like, no, the fool, he like tried to get me a job like working for the shoe company he modeled for, and the dude just didn't think I was cool enough. But Hesh was just like, yo, fuck it, I got another one.
Oh, no way. That's sick.
But like, yeah, no. And then Hesh is a good skateboarder. Hesh is like a he's honorary corporate.
That's fire.
He's honorary corporate.
You know what's
And
fun?
he's getting corporate with his little weed thing.
I know,
his
for
little
real. Bro,
NFT
he hooked me up with an NFT. I don't know how to open it, though. I'm too stupid.
I don't know what an NFT.
And also, he gave me some NFT weed. So this is... Oh, shit.
Oh, you
Shout out to...
smoked
yeah, we did smoke it already. Shout out to Dented Doobie. This is his NFT weed. This is just the packaging right here because we already went through the weed. But that's how good it was. But, bro... I think that's the first time I've seen an NFT weed packaging, which is very incredible. Shout out to Plug Club and Fire Society, and also Hesh. Thank you so much, man.
They should get Blasey on the fucking design of the bag.
I just fucking second that. I 100% second that. All right. Do you have any questions that you want to ask, babe?
Hesh, give me some weed. Just to have it. Give me the what do you call it? Coochie runts.
Oh yeah. Wait, hold on. You know we have it here.
You have some?
I think we might. Oh,
is this that?
Oh yes, we have the coochie runs. But I have something to tell you. The weed that's in this is laced with mushrooms.
Oh.
Blasey had a terrible experience smoking
why
that.
do the butt cheeks like have like these?
Oh shit. Okay. Where? Hold on. Let me. Sorry. Before we get into the after show, a couple last questions. Before I even saw that Corporate Skateboards was on Jankum, I remember hanging out with you. I remember, you disappeared. I also kind of disappeared too, like, doing other stuff or whatever. And then I remember immediately, as soon as I heard the word Corporate Skateboards, it was just like, people fucked with it instantly. Do you feel like there was like a long grind to get to the point that you are now with your company? Or do you feel like it was like an instant people were like fucked with it? It instantly fucked with it.
I think it's like well it's only been a year. I can't. It's like,
Oh wow, it's only been a year.
I mean pandemic, so maybe like a year and a half or a year. Or two.
Officially?
I think so. Yeah.
Interesting.
It hasn't been long at all.
Okay.
And but it's definitely like a lot of work. I definitely I don't work like hard enough with the shit. Like the but I did notice like people like supported it off rip, and I do like people think I think like people don't fuck with me, but I'm very aware of like a lot of people enjoy my presence. I'm just kind of like a negative dude, but it seems like people like fucked with it before, like right off rip, like all the boards like sold, and like stuff's like continued selling, and Jenkum's like pushed it strong though.
I wouldn't say you're a negative dude though. Like I would say you're like a real dude. Like you're the type of person that you would want to keep around, because you're not the type of person where like no matter how close of a friend you are to me, if I showed you some t-shirt where I was just like, hey man, I haven't dropped this yet, but I'm gonna drop this next week. What do you think about it? You're gonna be like, bro, that looks crazy.
I won't say bro, but I'll tell you it looks crazy.
You know what I mean? But I feel like it's like your goal is not to be abrasive or not be friends with anyone. Like I feel like you are friendly in general.
Yeah,
it's just like that you're real. You're not fake.
I think my like demeanor and like I think it's Instagram.
Really?
Yeah, because everyone thinks they know you, and I'm like so much on there.
We get that a lot on
and
YouTube
everyone
as well.
thinks they know you, and it's like, no, I'm just living it up.
No, we get that a lot too, where people will constantly create narratives, or they think they know something about Riley and I, where they're like, this is happening 100%, and we're like, and also not even like between Riley and I, like sometimes on Disconnected, like recently I'll have Blasey text me saying, yo, I'm having hella people DMing me saying I'm treating you this way or our relationship in this way, and I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, I don't even see that, but people will like think of something and then they'll find things to prove what they think is right. You know what I mean? And you're like, bro, I don't even know what you're talking about sometimes.
I think everyone just needs to like do something for them fucking selves, like to see how shit actually is.
Yes.
Because it's like everyone assumes, like it's been like that my whole life. Like if you don't like talk too much, people will make like assumptions about you, or if you like you can't, like life is eternally like a lose-lose in my head. So you might as well just do whatever the fuck you want and like let people assume. Like there's like someone told me that I went into a skate shop. I went to Kingswell and one of the
Shout out to Kingswell.
Yeah, love it. One of the we got a pop up at Kingswell May 7th with for one of the current boards, also with the fingerboard.
Fire! I'll try to make
Catfish Barbecue.
If I'm free that day, I'm definitely there.
Yeah, May 7th. Saturday.
Let's go.
But,
Saturday, okay, we should go.
Well,
that sounds like fun.
Yeah, it's gonna be fire. But then he was telling me, he's like, yo, so you don't do corporate? And I was just like, guess not. And then just to leave it open ended. And he was just like, no, for real, like, cause someone told me they know the person that really does corporate. And I was like, who is it?
What?
And he was like, bro, I don't know, but he said like you don't do it. And I was like, he's right. He's right. And they were all laughing, and I was just like, yo, if anyone says anything about me, no matter how fucked it is, just believe it. Like just believe, it makes it more fun.
You know what's funny? Like, let me know what you think about this, because it's funny that you bring that up, because recently I've been linking up with my dad a little bit more often, because he's been helping me try to fix my car. And by the way, guys, update about my car, we weren't able to fix it. I'm getting it towed away to the mechanic on Monday.
Why don't you just lease one of these hoes?
I can't afford it. But
that's what people that can't afford, you just lease.
That's true.
My shit costs $400 a month.
You do have a nice car. I saw Jacob. But $400 a month? Hell no, dude. I'm good on that. But anyways,
sell some of the free weed you get.
That's a good idea. I can get back into selling lean. But I forgot what the fuck I was gonna say already. Damn it. This is what happens when you smoke joints while you're doing a podcast. I forgot what the fuck I was gonna ask you.
Well, we don't seem to know what you were gonna say either, so maybe we forgot.
Yeah, I totally.
And I'm not even high.
I know. Wait, do you feel like you got like any type of secondhand high? Oh yeah, by the way, guys, I did not even know this. And also, I just assumed that anyone who hung out at the back of Brooklyn Projects was all just hitting the same joint, hitting the same blunt. But I guess Reggie wasn't smoking with us the whole time. But Reggie doesn't smoke or drink.
Yeah, never tried.
You never.
Hey, good for you.
Right? You never felt a little bummed or stressed, and you're like, I'm gonna grab a 40 or I'm gonna grab a shot.
I'm always stressed and I'm always bummed, but no.
Good for you. That's strong.
Yeah, that is strong.
I just kind of sit there.
Sometimes I've met a couple other people. I know a couple other people who are completely sober, and I'll ask them about the sobriety, and I'll get this common answer sometimes where people will tell me like, when I'm old, I'm gonna go all out. Do you have that same mentality?
No, I just tell people like I'm gonna smoke crack out of this 3D printed crack pipe. I'm gonna just instantly. That's my going all out. I'm turn up. But no, I don't. I never really just had interest in any of that stuff.
I feel that, which is honestly like a good thing. To be honest, like the only reason why I kind of got into weed is because I hyped it up in my head, where I had a group of skateboarders that I skated with, and all the best skateboarders in my group personally were weed smokers, and I associated weed smoking with better skateboarding. And then like it got to this point where I was just like, if I wanted to get to this reckless point of like busting the fucking heel flip down to 10 stair, I need to get a little lit, you know what I mean, like, or something like that. And I kind of like adopted this mentality.
Eric Ellington shit. We're getting fucked up tonight.
Yeah, exactly. But bro, all right. Well, I guess we'll just completely disregard my fucking question. I felt like it was an important question.
I mean, maybe think about it and
we'll remember during the after show. Exactly. But all right, guys, dude. I appreciate you so much for pulling up to this podcast, because I know we're a small and growing podcast, and I want to have different like kind of like perspectives and like life paths on the podcast. Like the podcast, by the way, guys, is not even like a lot of people, not a lot of people, sometimes we'll get DMs of people saying like, hey, I'm an up and coming artist or whatever, can I come on for an interview? And I'm like, every time I'm like, bro, the point of this podcast is not to have interviews. It's usually just Riley and I talking about what we are like mad about or find interesting during the point, or we'll have on a guest to get their perspective on things or whatever.
You know what'd be fire? You should bring those people on. You could be like that designer, that designer video where he's on Funk Flex. That's my brick. That's my bitch. Don't touch my brick. And then he like when he ended, he was like sweating like he really fucking did some shit.
No, no. The point is always just to have like kind of like basically like friends on. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like or whatever. And I'm glad that we got to reconnect and do this podcast. Thank you so much for coming through, Reggie.
Thank you.
We're gonna, if you're down, we could stay live for like 10-20 minutes longer to do the after show and like read the comments and whatnot, see what people are saying. But guys, we're not ending the live stream right now, but we're ending the podcast right here. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please leave a like if you guys haven't already. Please leave a comment, not in the chat, but in the comment section, and then also subscribe for more content. But all right, now we're gonna get to the after show where we get to actually read the chat and see what the hell you guys are saying. Hold on, let me pop this out and make this bigger. Hold on.
This shit seems kind of fun.
Dude, it honestly is. Also, turn TTS on. Yes, I will turn TTS on as well. Guys, if you want to donate anything, $1.99 or more, your message will be read aloud, and we can answer your question in case we miss it in the chat. But here we go. Y'all leaving? No, we're doing the after show right now. Bye-bye, Chica. No, we're not leaving it right the stream right now, guys. Peach rose him down. Kickflip on the table now.
Oh, my goodness. No.
I was actually telling Riley, this is such a typical fucking skateboarder question, which I honestly hated getting asked when I was younger, but you ever broken a bone skateboarding?
Yeah, I broke my foot 3 times.
Ankle or?
Nah, like the base plate, like right here.
Oh, it's same. I broke that same thing.
I broke my hand 9 times, and I broke my
9?
So, cause some from fighting.
Oh, okay. Not all skateboarding.
No.
Wow, bro, that's fucked up. Okay. Damn, that's called the base plate. Interesting. I broke mine too. Yeah, but I didn't know what it was
3
called.
Times is fucked.
3 times. Play quick game escape for the fans as a treat. Oh, yo. So I've been talking with Dylan and the rest of our Swisson Heights group chat, and we've been.
What's it called?
Swisson Heights.
What's that?
It's our group that we grew up skating with or whatever.
Oh.
And we've been contemplating doing
a lot. Is it all Russian skate group or something?
No, there's
isn't Dylan Russian too?
Yeah, Dylan's Russian too, but dude, like. We have Japanese people in there, Arab people. It's like, dude, my whole skate group is just like very multicultural. It's kind of crazy if you really think about it. But like, it's everyone that I grew up skating with in this group chat, and we've been all kind of talking shit and saying like, we need to just have this fucking game of skate. Mm-hmm. You down to enter this game of skate?
Oh yeah, I'll do it.
Let's do this.
I'll lose so fast. Yeah,
Bro, what do you think? Okay, so I want to ask you about this. I'm not sure if you've been keeping up with this, but for a long time, the Barracks has kind of X'd out and not paid attention to Braille skateboards and Andy Schrock and I forgot the other names, but these other YouTube skateboarders, they would like kind of like X amount not pay attention at all. New Battle of the Barracks comes out. Now they didn't even invite them ahead of time. They made a YouTube video. I'm not sure if you watched it, when they were like, these are the.
I don't watch that shit.
Dude, they made a video where it was so weird. Steve Barrett made a video where he's like, these are the contestants. Also, by the way, this is your invitation.
I'm Not Human dropped a bag $2 through Super Chat. Yaweri is my favorite skater. My second is Boo Johnson.
Thank you so much. I appreciate
Shout out,
that.
I'm not human.
But I was telling Riley, I was like, yo, this is so funny how like the Barracks has kind of like not cared about these fools for the longest. They start a new Battle of the Barracks and they're like, hey, we didn't invite you guys ahead of time, but if you watch this video, you guys should come through. And I was just like, yo, how are you gonna invite people through a YouTube video that you didn't fuck with for like the past 10 years?
Yeah, I feel like that whole Barrack shit is kind of went like super south in general. It's really strange.
Riley's my favorite skater. No, yeah, I definitely agree.
Shout out everybody in the chat right now.
You can live stream the game of skate.
That's what I want to do. Honestly, people keep asking me to do a skating stream, and I feel like a giant competition of a game of skate would be very interesting. To see people people's tempers flare.
Dude, you taking resin dabs off a butter knife.
Oh my god.
I just
Sounds like shit you would do.
discuss China Mac. Okay, did you see what China Mac? Okay,
What's that?
he's a rapper.
I never heard of it.
You never heard China Mac? It. Anyways, China Mac is a rapper who started a food show. Maybe I don't know, a year ago, close to a year ago. Recently, No Jumper started a food show, hosting AD, Duno, and other hosts or whatever, right? And I believe I haven't even watched it, so I'm basing my opinion off assumptions here. But I saw a call out video that China Mac made where he was basically, I think he was saying like, "Hey man, AD's stealing my idea here. I came up with this food shit first." And I was thinking like yesterday, I'm like, bro, people have been reacting to food forever.
Dives and driving with Guy Ferrari. Or
That's what I'm saying. Since we've been kids, people have been doing like, "Hey, I'm a celebrity. I'm trying these crazy foods here." You know what I mean? Like we've seen that forever, dude. Like, and I guess he's mad at AD because he thinks AD stole his idea. I think, but I'm like, bro, that idea is overdone. You know, everyone's done it. Not overdone, but like you can't claim this idea. It's almost like saying like, "Hey, I'm the first person to fucking put a straw in my cup." It's like,
God.
bruh, no.
Low key,
I that's everyone's on some I did it first shit, and it's just like, I highly doubt it. But
For real. Live react to Hotel Game of Street 11 hours ago. Game of Street? Oh, Game of Skate. Yuri missed the whole point. Wait, of what? Talking to the mic. I'm trying. Big J21. Shout out to Big J21. How often do you open packages? I'm going to send some soon. We open it every Sunday usually, but we did an early opening stream because we're going to have 2 guests on this weekend. But, dude, I want to thank you again for coming on and suffering through...
Yes.
It was
through,
sick. I feel like I'm really boring. So.
No, bro.
Dude.
Here's the thing is like the point of this shit is to fucking conversate. You know what I mean? Like I feel like sometimes people will see me twerking and dancing and they'll be like,
is that what you do on here?
sometimes they'll be like, every stream has to have these two ideas. I'm like, no. The point of this since the beginning is just to talk. You know what I mean? And also I've been saying that I want to have like more skateboarding type of like sphere into our podcast. You know what I mean?
Just don't become a skateboarding podcast. I feel like you can do like a bunch of other shit.
Riley was telling me I should start a skateboarding podcast.
Yeah, because I was just
No,
like,
I mean,
this whole
if
time
you-
I felt like weird because I don't really know much about skateboarding, and I was just
That's
like, maybe
cool
you
that
should
you're
do
like
your
willing
own.
to sit through this fucking shit.
No,
Because honestly, this shit ain't entertaining.
Oh my god, that's not true.
Riley was really saying she's like,
It's just like I don't know anything about skateboarding, like at all.
Like-
Like I only know the things that
Do
you're
you
showing
feel
me
bad
barely.
that you don't know?
Yeah, I do.
My wife asked me, and I was just like, dude, I gives no fucks.
Well, he just showed me like epically latered, and like we were into like that shit, but like I don't know anything. Like I don't know what you guys are talking about.
I don't know. It doesn't bother me because it's like skating's like so personal.
Yeah,
And,
exactly.
yeah.
and honestly, it's like now.
Damn, his name should be Mid, not Reg, isn't? What aren't they? What is it? Isn't Mid and Reggie like both shitty weed regardless?
I thought Reggie was just like weed. You know what I mean? If somebody, what if somebody Cardi B you with a male birth control? Wait, what? Where did this question come from? AD gonna be on his wait, what? Skateboarding tricks all look the same if you aren't into it. Honestly, you know what's funny is, every time I saw fingerboarding, I instantly fucking became bored. I was like, anything fingerboarding is just like, ugh, to me, right?
I don't really get it.
I just saw a Vice documentary on the dude who invented some fingerboarding company, and he was explaining shit and like showing stuff in slow motion. And then now, when I get recommended on Instagram, I'm like, oh, he's doing a kickflip tail slide, kickflip out. Like I'm understanding shit now, and like I get the same thing for people who don't skateboard when they see skateboard clips.
China Mac invented sex. I don't know what this shit
my
is, but this shit's just funny.
They're crazy.
Invented sex tapes. Wait, what? David Jones, look homie up. David Jones, who's that? All right, you want to take these shots,
Sure.
dude? Honestly, I hate to be that guy. You're missing out. No, I'm
No,
kidding. I'm
he's
kidding.
not.
I tell people this, like,
Cheers.
if you're hyped, I'm hyped. Live it up. I'm just exist. Matter of fact, I got the fucking now and laters.
Do you
Yeah, hit the now and
do
later.
you concern yourself with how much sugar you're eating within the day?
We're literally taking shots right before him.
You're right.
So I don't think he's concerned.
You're right. I'm
Babe.
the one to ask this
And
question.
smoking joints.
That's a
in the
tiny
night.
now and later. Don't they come in larger?
Yeah, but this is what they had over at your little thing. I like lately, like when I eat sugar, my knee starts to hurt, and I get like pretty scared. It gets like this weird feeling. It feels like it's being pulled apart from each other.
Oh.
But so I try to slow down, but I can never slow down.
Dude, all right, babe. You want to hear a crazy story I haven't told you yet? And I'm not sure if you know this or not, but a long time ago, Dylan. I think he was supposed to. Dude, every time you skip school or college, some shit happens, right? Dylan one day had to go to college. Pause. One day, Dylan had to go to college. Dylan
Why? Pause.
skips. He touched my foot. Dylan skips college, and we go
He
to.
just has gay thoughts all the time.
And we go to North Hollywood skate park together, right? You know the little Euro, tiny little Euro gap.
Yeah, right.
It's a tiny gap, guys. Dylan, I think he tries a tray flip down it or something, and he lands a little bit weird, but it looks like he doesn't eat shit, doesn't fall, no nothing. He just like lands a little bit weird and he runs it off. And then he instantly sits down and goes like, guys, my knee, something happened to my knees, like something's fucked or whatever, right? I'm like, bro, like I just saw you try that trick. It didn't seem that extreme. He ends up going to the hospital. He tore his ACL, right? And then he tore it to such an extent that
I thought you were hating on him for a second.
I know, bro. And then he tore his ACL to such an extent that the doctors were like, "This is unrepairable." They were like, "Hey, guess what? Some dude just passed away in the hospital, and he's and his cadaver's up for grabs."
And
like,
you just started
like, you know,
crying.
you want it, you got it. And then I guess Dylan fucking got the ACL cadaver. And then I saw him a week later after that injury, and he told me, I was like, "Oh, like how are you, man? Like what's going on?" He's like, "Oh, they gave me a cadaver ACL." And I was like, what? Like that?
I thought you were saying that the doctor came out to you and said that some guy just died.
No, not to me. I wasn't even there. I saw him a week
oh
later.
Oh my god!
I'm
That's what I was thinking. I was like, oh my god.
I'm assuming a lot here.
He's like, this guy just died.
But basically,
And he can get his ACL.
That's what
now.
Dylan told me. Dylan told me he's like, oh, it just happened to be that there was an ACL up for grabs in the hospital.
Oh
I was
my
that
Lord.
my ACL was ripped. I was the first person who needed it. They gave it to me, and I was just like, wow, dude, you spent. He was already like 20 years old at this time. I was like, bro, you spent 20 years old training your ACL to do these kick flips, tray flips, hard flips, and then all of a sudden they toss it out and throw some random dude's ACL in your leg. I'm like,
So he really has some other dude shit in there?
he still has it. And I'm like thinking, are you still going to be able to skate the same? Like, do you lose your memory once they replace your ACL? Like,
His ACL's got a brain.
I was kind of thinking, I was like, bro, like,
You're gonna get somebody else's.
like, is he going to be able to skate the same?
Muscles.
But he still skates the same, if not better. But that show's tripping me out. I was like, bro, he got someone else's muscle in his leg. I never.
Kind of fire.
It's-
He's like the fucking $2 man.
Instead of the $1 million
He
man,
got it for free.
he's the fucking insurance man. That's fucking
They
funny,
just gave him somebody's used fucking parts.
bro. But I was honestly thinking that I was like,
Damn, actually he got treated better than your car.
bro, did you hear what happened to my car?
Yeah.
It's fucked, man. Honestly, okay, so I'm not a guy who.
Damn. Yeah, Yuri tore his ACL slipping on his jizz.
Shut
And
the
you were making
Jenga
this. You were
strong.
making this face. when you-
I was like, oh.
the Jenga strong, be saying the crazy.
He
Bro.
said, "Oh God."
I thought you were the homie Bajang Strong. What the fuck, dude? China Mac. Wait, what? China Mac invented rap music. Wow. Riley wants to leave so bad. Wow, babe. Oh, by the way, Riley's wearing the new shirt that we just opened up like yesterday or 2 days ago or whatever.
Shout out Dalton.
Or what?
No, Danger.
Danger,
Sorry,
yes.
shout out Danger.
What'd you say?
Dalton? I thought his
Dalton?
name was Dalton, right? That sent you the shit?
No. Oh,
Someone.
I forgot. Our sponsor. Our one sponsor
Tomorrow.
for today's
We'll do it
episode. Oh,
tomorrow.
we'll do it tomorrow. You're right. Oh, yes. It'll make us look better in front of Kane. By the way,
He'll be like,
guys, I'm not sure.
totally, bro.
I double checked today. I sent a message to confirm our podcast, but I think we will be having Kane Trujillo tomorrow on the podcast.
I'm scared.
Amit Sitko dropped a bag $4.99 through Super Chat. Top 3 favorite candy?
Top 3 favorite candy. That's a hard one.
I have
Red Vines.
I got it.
Wow.
Twizzler nibs.
Wow. Red vines.
So you're sugary, not chocolate.
No, yeah, I eat chocolate, but it's like a last resort thing.
Okay.
That's like
Red
the better
vines,
one.
Twizzler niblets.
Oh, damn. Fruit roll-ups and gushers with the mix together.
Whoa, not the fruit roll-ups. Actually, not the nerds rope thing.
That's just disgusting.
Ah, that shit's fire. I really like that shit. All right, let me go next. Have you tried the twin snakes or the sour snakes?
No, I don't like sour stuff. It shreds up the roof of your mouth.
Really? Bro, the sour snakes, the twin snakes are so fucking good. All right, those are really good. Heath bars. Bro, I fucking love Heath bars.
Yes, he does.
And
The shit
then...
with the toffee in the middle?
Dude, that shit's so good.
Damn, the fucking 1700s candy.
Yeah, it really is. It's just like probably the oldest candy around. And the Heath bars, and then also sweet tarts.
Man got low blood sugar.
Sweet tarts?
Dog, I for real got low blood sugar. I be so tired all the time.
Honestly,
And a
same
fucking
here.
iron deficiency.
Thank you so much, Toby G, for the $2. Says W Stream, W Guest, W Riley, and Yuri. Thank you so much
Shout
for
out
that $2
Toby.
donation, man.
Fire.
1700 candy. Okay, what are your three top favorite candies? You're not a big candy person, though.
I like chocolate.
Yeah, you do.
I
Definitely do
like
like
Kit
chocolate.
Kats.
Oh yes. Kit Kats.
Mm,
Do you like M&Ms?
I like peanut M&Ms.
You know, it's
And probably Snickers.
wow. You know what's funny is in the Swiss and Heights group chat,
My
they were talking
favorite.
about M&Ms earlier, and they were like, "You're a Neanderthal if you like
Peanut M&Ms?
peanut M&M."
Oh,
Peanut
fuck, I
M&M.
forgot.
They're
I
so
brought you
good.
some hats because you always talking about your hat game.
No way. Okay, yes, you. Reggie messaged me earlier. He's like, "You're always getting roasted for your drip, so I'm gonna help you out." Thank you so much. Number one, I'm gonna wrap the skateboard around my chest. That's already gonna be a part of my drip right there. Just the skateboard itself.
I brought these for both you guys, and you can take the rest to the fucking place. This one's fire.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
Corporate, a constant headache. Wait, what?
It's just like two dudes stressing in the O's.
Shout out to 730. Oh, fuck, let me put this right there. Babe.
Thank you.
Dude, this fits really well.
Yeah.
I like this. This is fire.
Low profile.
A constant headache. I fuck with that. And this was like in the middle of
For
the
real,
O.
though.
Holding his head,
A
he's
dude is
stressed.
fucking
It's
holding
gonna
his
kill him.
head.
This is from a collection I've been working on called Emotions of a CEO.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
That's what the name of the collection is?
I'm waiting for this. I got this write up in a magazine that's coming out, and it's talking about depression. But so when it comes out, I'm gonna drop this stuff. So it just every time something comes out about me, I'm gonna use it to sell products, especially when it's like a bad thing.
Bro, Shoreline Mafia. When that news article came out, like saying Shoreline Mafia, a fucking group in East Hollywood selling lean, and they used that in the beginning of one of their first music videos.
Oh yeah, see that's fire.
It really helped them.
That's what. Oh, I got these ones too.
Dude, I'm surrounded by idiots.
We
Okay,
sing
I definitely
Mistress
want to
for
rock.
life.
This is fire right here. I'm surrounded by idiots.
For real.
Oh
That's
my
Yuri all
fucking
day.
god. Okay, the people.
That's Yuri all day.
Okay, really? I'm sorry. I'm keeping a green and a blue one right here for Riley and
That's
I
him.
because we
That's
interchange.
perfect.
I got this. I
These
brought
two,
this.
for anyone that's at the office, I'm gonna Riley will bring this to you guys next week. You guys get to battle over
I
this.
brought this for fucking the house phone, man.
Oh, this is for
That's
house phone right here.
dope.
Okay.
Let's get him get his leg back going and get this full skating.
I agree with that. So, corporate skateboards, and on the back it says, "If you don't like my attitude, quit talking to me."
Ooh.
Wow, bro.
He's gonna
Okay.
fuck with that, I feel
I'm,
like.
I'm bringing this on the next episode that's connected to gift to house phone. 100%.
And some more shit.
No way. Let's go. What does this
Mediums,
design say? Oh, it just says corporate with a
Aw,
tag.
Thank you.
That's so fire. Thank you
You
so
didn't have
much.
to do that.
Dude, you're the man, dude. Thank you so much for this. For Riley, another medium. The same thing that house phone got.
Aw.
Then you.
I'm actually
Wow,
surprised.
thank you so much, dude.
And
Dude.
then I brought these. Just like a signature like C thing.
Let's go.
And then the candy.
Ooh.
Fire. Thank you so much for this.
Yeah,
Reggie.
I just make shit all day, and my wife
Thank
like
you
always on my head
so
about
much.
like me like wasting money.
About
Like,
making stuff?
Well, cause she doesn't know that I make all this. I think like, cause I've definitely been like bad with money, like in the past and the present and in the future probably.
Yeah.
But she didn't realize of how like many products I've made. Like this isn't even like half of it.
No way.
Cause I just wake up in the morning and I go like get stuff done for when cause I don't drop like in a time frame. I just kind of do it when I feel like it. And so I just have stuff ready to go.
I like that better, to be honest, because like nowadays you see so many companies following this trend of like seasons,
Well, that's why they're
seasonal
rich
drops.
and I'm poor.
Yeah, but honestly, like I feel like there's a new horizon up and coming, or like not a new horizon, but there's like a new trend, a new kind of thing coming up and coming, where it's like people are gonna only fuck with like the natural, like organic, not unofficial, but like unorthodox shit. You know what I mean? Like, and honestly, like, yeah, do you know about Ass Pizza or whatever?
I hear you talking about it. I don't really know too much about
Bro, like, to be honest, like, one of the main reasons why, like, I really fuck with his brand is because of the unorthodox aspect to it, where it's like, you look at his brand, you look at other brands, he doesn't follow any of the rules or any of the kind of, like, consistencies that any other brands follow, but he's either on the same level, if not higher. You know what I mean? Like, and, like, I kind of like that consistent flow of, like, hey, I'm gonna do the same shit, but not the same way everyone else is doing it. You know what I mean? And I kind of like that idea. I feel like you kind of have that similar mentality towards it.
Bra Hentai dies dropped a bag $2 through super chat.
Thank you, bro.
Maybe E and her Tiba. Where can I find Brody?
Oh, yes, we need to announce that as well. Where can people find your skateboard company, Corporate Skateboards, and your personal Instagram account if that's something you would want to announce?
Let me
finish your candy real quick. Change the green screen. Oh, guys, I'm sorry. Fuck. Well, let me change the green screen real quick. But you can go ahead into your answer whenever you want.
I'm eating candy.
I'm eating candy. Oh, wait, I can't change the green screen anymore.
You can find Corporate Skateboards at corporate_skateboards. And then my personal is at Mr. Wrong. It's MISTAHWRONG. And that's it.
Boom. There you go.
I have other accounts, but they're used for other things.
If you guys just search Corporate Skateboards, I feel like it's gonna be like one of the instant
I'm
things
Not
that
Human
pop up.
has it.
Shout out to fucking I'm Not Human.
Thanks
there you
for
go.
I'm Not Human.
And also, yeah, if anyone,
you.
if any of the mods can drop the link to the Instagram account, please guys, please drop a follow, drop some comments, drop anything like.
Giselle
drop
plugged
some
it
support.
too. Fire. Thank you.
Shout out to fucking Giselle. We have some great mods
Shout out
in here, dude.
Giselle.
Thank you so much, Giselle.
I like this chat stuff.
Bro, right?
Can you just like get on here and like just like talk to the people?
That's my favorite thing to do is like sometimes I won't have any stream ideas and sometimes I'll just be like bored, or Riley and I would just be like, hey, we don't have anything planned. And it's literally like, actually, you know what's a good example is a long time ago when Riley and I just got together, she took me to San Diego, or we went to San Diego together to celebrate something, my birthday, or I forgot what it was, but we went to a bar, right? Bar was kind of dead. There's not that many people there, and we were like, yo, like we're having an alright time, but not that good of a time. And Riley's like, you should go live right now, babe. Like it would be like more fun. And this is when we were getting like 40, 50 viewers. We went live, got like 40 viewers. And
how long does it take to get like this many viewers? It seems like it's like quite a bit.
Bro, I feel like people are kind of like tired of me saying this, but I constantly every stream am so thankful that so many people choose to tune into our streams. It's like, dude, bro, I don't understand how we people are that.
There's some shit I always laugh at. Like, when after the no jumper clips goes, Adam is standing there and he goes, "All right, we just got to 150,000 followers. Thank you so much. Thank you." That's just, I don't know why that's so,
really.
I laugh at it all the time because I have the scenario in my head. It's just like, damn, what if he was just like, I ain't thanking these motherfuckers every time. Take that shit out. Like,
he goes out of his way. I was doing the clips for a long time, and he goes out of his way to tell us to add that because it adds that personal touch where it's like if you're just watching a clip, it's like okay, whatever. But if you watch a clip and you understand like, hey guys, this is me and Riley posting clips. You know what I mean? We're trying to grow our channel. Please drop a sub. It helps us out. It like adds that personal touch. You know what I mean?
I get it. I get why, but I just think just like I always got some like little sinister like
I know
other
what you're
shit
talking about.
in my hand. And isn't he wearing like a little like North Face coat?
No, he's actually in the new one. He's wearing a Tentox tee. Shout out to fucking Adam for the support, bro. And honestly, that's another thing I have to say, bro. Adam is like, with a lot of other YouTube channels. I watch a lot of YouTube channels, and like with a lot of YouTube channels I watch, you never really hear of like the fucking dude who's holding the camera, the guy who edits the videos,
dude, yeah,
the person who
fire.
runs the Instagram. And it's like Adam, like if you look at the company, look at No Jumper, it's like it's a constant, it's a reappearing or a concurring trend where it's like whoever's a part of the team is kind of like they're a part of the team and everyone knows it. You know what I mean? Like it's not a secret. You don't know. It's not ever like, oh, you don't know who's behind the thing. It's like you always know what's going on. It's like it makes it very more entertaining and more like kind of like in on a personal, I guess.
Yeah, it seems like he's like fully aware of like what he has, and he's trying to put everybody in a position. That dude's cool. I've seen him out, and he's like he says what up without being said what up to. That's fire. That's cool.
Bro, you know what's crazy is like back in Melrose days when I just started like skating at Brooklyn Projects and stuff, when I just started interning at the Melrose store on some shit.
Yeah.
Bro, he didn't really even know who I was. He just like kind of saw me as a reoccurring face who would help around. And then one day he just like he would do the vlogs or whatever, and like one day he just did a vlog where he was just like, hey guys, this dude's always around helping, like he has a YouTube channel, subscribe to him. And that was the title of his vlog, was like, we need to help this nerd out. And I was just like, yo, like he doesn't even really know who I am, and he's like going out of his way to help me. You know what I mean? Like,
helping hand / sneak diss. Fire.
Low-key a little bit, but it's been a reoccurring thing where he's like very supportive and very helpful with a lot of people that he interacts with.
That's sick, because
know?
most people are just like, my empire, you little slave.
Not even that, but it's like I feel like a lot of people are scared to like work with other people sometimes. You know what I mean? Or like even announce that they work with other people.
I feel like that in the like clothing space. So like doing production, like I get asked so much of where I get shit made. I give away everything.
You're not scared of like releasing the sauce or whatever it is?
No, I mean if you're gonna make something, I'd like to see you like do it. So it's like, and I like, if it would be cool like if I could make money with people and do it, but then at the same time just like, fuck it, yeah, do you like. But I've definitely had people take my production plugs and just turn up and make bread off of it. Yeah, when you're doing production for people, you can make so much.
Bro, you know what's
money.
crazy is Blasey actually recently posted it on Instagram where he was like, he has a whole system set up, right? He has production homies, he had like a designer homie, he has a whole thing set up for what he does as a living. And he recently posted on his Instagram, he's like, hey man, he's like, I'm noticing that people are pretending to form close connections with me and then going around me just to use my connections for these production facilities. And he's like, I'm tired of it. He's like, stop pretending to be my homie just to use my connections.
And that's the thing. And like, imagine if a fool does that and they say they use his name and out of good graces, and they don't fucking pay. Or
Yeah.
Because I've had like a bunch of like shit happen, or like someone that I didn't even know, like you said they knew me and then stole some shit.
No way.
And it's just like, fuck.
And
man.
you're like, I don't really know that dude.
Yeah.
Barely, maybe.
No, I didn't
not at all.
Know them.
Oh wow.
But because I kind of gotta like stop doing that, because I just really don't care. It's just like, oh. Yeah, you need to get jeans made. Like, I know like a place where you can get the denim. I know where you can get this. Or, like, you need help getting custom buttons. I can do it for you.
But also, you know what? As a person who's grew up with a lot of skateboarding homies, don't you ever get the thing where it's like there's a lot of homies who are like, I'm gonna do this, and then even if they have all the fucking paths to complete said task, they're not gonna do it. And even if you provide them the information to be like, hit up this person, hit up that person, hit up this person, and you're complete, they're still not going to do it because they're just like, they want to talk about it, but they really don't want to put in the legwork sometimes.
Let me see. I don't know how I feel about that. People who win because they have access that others don't. Is that fair? Does everyone have to be below? It's not.
Good question, John.
Yeah, it's a very good question. it's not that you like people like everyone shouldn't win. It's just like utilizing like why couldn't we, if everyone can win, why couldn't we do it together? Like if you're asking me where do I get my stuff made, obviously I know something that you don't, and I could help you. Maybe your shit will come out like even better. Like we could break bread together instead of you like taking
The harder route.
yeah, like I
And
wake up
sneaker
I
route.
wake up at 7, I wake up at 4 every morning, and I like get out when I'm not staying up, and I get out of the house and I'm downtown, stores open like at 9, I'm digging for fabric, I'm sourcing places to get shit made. That's like
Wow.
my gas, that's my time, and those are my sources that I'm willing to share. Like you could at least like do some shit together. I could teach you some shit instead of just like going around and then like pulling my resources to just like hoe it out to everyone else, and then you make the bread, and I'm just
Exactly.
like the nice dude.
You put in the legwork for no reason.
Yeah.
But hold on, you wake up at 4 in the morning every day?
Yeah, I got my alarm set to
Jeez Louise.
What time do you go to sleep?
like 11.
It's 10:30. I'm sorry for keeping up keeping
Oh
you
no,
up late.
I'm gonna go sleep 3:30 a.m., 4 a.m., 9 p.m., 11:30 p.m. is just like a work alarm.
Why 9 p.m. and 11:30?
Because this is an old reminder. I was like selling something. And I had to remind
Oh,
myself.
okay.
But 3:30 a.m. and 4 a.m. are my like consistent alarm. You see it every day.
Do you think it's like it's corny and it's an overused kind of like term of like how what it leads to be a successful person, but you think that's very important, the fact that you wake up so fucking early?
Yeah, super important. Like people say like oh, you keep doing that, you won't be able to see your success. And then in my head, it's not success for me. Like I owe my wife a lot and I owe my mom a lot. So if I can make some shit, if I die and then like someone can like get corporate to keep shaking, that's gonna make money down the line. Like I just don't care about fucking like dying, dog. Like
Really?
no.
You're not scared at all?
No. I just want to do what I want to do. Like I just want to
Does that fall into like your candy habit? Like you don't care about your health?
no.
Really?
I care about it.
Does
but
your
it's
wife
like,
kind of like scold you? Like, come on.
she gets bummed on it. I care about it, but it's like it's so hard for me to like not just grab candy.
You have no self control.
Yeah, no, like I like if I really focus on it, I'll do it. But then like sometimes it's like, dude, fuck this. I've been doing all this shit. I'm going to eat McDonald's and candy.
I feel that all the time because like Riley and I will be like, we're not drinking for the week. The work week ends and we're like, bro, we've had such a busy week. Let's take a
We need to
shot
celebrate.
to celebrate this shit. You know what I mean? Like, and it's like I feel you
Damn,
on
Chuck's gotta go. I gotta get out of here.
You're not
Who's-
Chuck.
You're not Chuck.
Who's Chuck?
Don't worry about it.
What-
It
what
is
is-
live. What do you mean harmonized? It's not live. What you talking about? He's gonna stay forever like
what
Chuck.
is Chuck? Oh, it's the dude that has fucking beat up.
Yes.
That's your fault.
My fault. What is your perspective on that? Did you see the whole situation unfold?
I think the filming of it was pretty bad. I didn't see nobody getting beat up.
Can I explain to you what happened? I get your perspective on it.
Yeah.
Now we're in the after show.
Yeah.
Okay. So whenever I explain the situation, people try to act like I'm making excuses for myself. And I've seen some comments and seen some chats saying, Yuri, you were allowing this type of shit to go down, blah, 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 before it got called out on stream, right? But no, here's what actually happened, right? This is a person just like Dylan. Actually, Dylan's known this guy just as long as I have. We've known each other since fucking childhood type shit, right? We've had maybe 7-8 years of separation where we did not hang out with each other because he fell into a different lifestyle and I continued skateboarding and falling into my whatever other lifestyle, you know, stoner, weed, YouTube shit. And then anyways,
Young stoner life.
exactly, and he kind of fell into a different lifestyle and we like
Racist
we didn't hang out for like 7-8 years, right? And then anyways, we recently reconnected because of a marriage, right? He's like, hey, I'm getting married, like I have known you my whole life, haven't talked to you in years, you should come through, be a part of the celebration. So we come through, become a part of the celebration, and then like that was like maybe 8 months before the 72-hour stream where the Hesh thing unfolded. Anyways, he joins a 24-hour stream not too long after we connected, and same thing happens. He fucking says the N-word, right? And then after the stream ends, like after we end the stream or whatever, I didn't want to do it on stream because I'm like, I don't want to put anyone on the spot or be disrespectful. So once the stream ends, I pull him to the side. I'm like, yo, man, haven't hung out with you in a while. I know that you and your friends, whatever lifestyle you fell into, like, this is something you guys think is all right. Like, you can't be doing this around me. You know what I mean? Like, I'm trying to rebuild this friendship that we had. And it's like, but this thing that you do that you think is fine isn't cool around me. Please don't do it around me. I had this conversation with him months before this, right? We reconnect again for the 72-hour stream. He gets too fucked up off alcohol, does it again, right? Hesh gets mad about it, and whatever happens, happens. And then people are saying, like, oh, Yuri's been cool with this. And I'm like, bro, I've had this conversation with him. I'm not gonna... It's like, I'm also not the type of person to be on stream and be like, Reggie, you just said this. Let's end the stream right now. You got to get out of it. You know what I mean? It's like, I don't ever make it super uncomfortable and crazy like that. It's just like...
I think it's better that way.
Really? But
unless
then also...
unless it's like...
But then, yeah. But then also it got to this point where it's just like, Hesh gave him two things where he's just like, hey, man, you want to die on this hill? I disagree with you. I'm out of here. Grabs all his stuff. He's out, right? And then... Chuck fucking says something out loud where he's just like, no one's fucking...
Oh, so Hesh tried to dip, like...
Hesh did dip twice. He grabbed all his things and left the room twice and closed the door twice. And then both times our window is open downstairs because we're all smoking and shit. And then Chuck says something out loud, like something along the lines of, no one's beating me up, or no one's bossing me around here type shit.
You're inviting that while saying the N-word. Yeah, that's on.
And also, it's like, he's trying to die on that hill where he wasn't even, like, trying to say, like, sorry, dude, like, shouldn't have been saying that. Like, he wasn't trying to, like, he had a big ego about it where he's, like, not trying to look like the one in the wrong or the one anything like that. You know, he's trying to die on that
dropped
hill
a bag $5 through Super Chat. This is pre-recorded unless you say blueberry waffles 3 times.
Blueberry waffles, blueberry waffles, blueberry waffles. Really? Thank you so much for that $5 donation. But anyways, that was the whole fucking thing right there. And honestly, after that situation unfolded, he still is choosing to die on this hill and still thinks that I'm in the wrong for reacting the way I did. And our friendship has no longer continued because he doesn't want to admit that he's wrong. And I don't want to get his back on this weird thing that he wants to fucking, feel like he has the privilege of saying. You know, it's a weird thing.
Yeah,
It's a person that I've known my whole life.
Do you don't think that people are just like trolling you, like blaming you for that?
That's definitely true. People definitely like doing that, but that's also I'm not going to deny that can be like a good argument to bring up. Is like, hey man, why did you bring this guy around when you think that this is like a thing that he does or whatever? But the thing is, I've had this conversation with him, told him not to do that shit, told him I'm not cool with it. He chose to do it, chose to not apologize for it. Yeah, I'm doing a 3-day stream. I took days off work to do this specific thing. I was 24 hours in. I'm not finna fucking take more days off work just to make this thing work that you were interrupting. You know what I mean? Like,
Chuck a solid one stood on what he believed in.
Wow, bro. Get the goat out of here.
Yeah, I mean, that's I think that's shit to do with you, really. Like, I mean,
that's also like, I talked to other people that also know Chuck and I, and every person that brought it up was like, hey man, in reality this has nothing to do with you. This is your person, a homie who is old enough to stand on his own 2 things. This is another person who's old enough to stand on his own 2 things.
After you told him the shit was wrong in the first
exactly
place,
and
you can't do it.
And they get in a conflict. It's like I'm not gonna get your back on that, number one. And number 2, it's like, you're having this conflict with this person. This is no longer my issue. This is something that you gotta deal with because you want to do this thing, you know? Not my conflict to fucking resolve. Especially to stand for. She was upstairs doing hair.
When he was dropping the N-bombs?
Either for the punch out and the N-bomb.
The N-bombs, I was at work. So no, I was not here. But for the punch out, yes, I was up here doing hair. We were like
Allison's hair.
Cutting my friend's hair, and all of a sudden I just hear hella like rumbling downstairs, and I'm just thinking that we have like these toy fucking guns. I think they're shooting each other with these stupid ass guns. And I like go downstairs and I just see a bunch of blood over Chuck's face, and I'm just like, get the fuck out. Like, I'm so over this. Like, I don't want our fucking neighbors to call, like, anybody right now. Like, this is just doing too much.
That's the other thing. Due to our streams, both our neighbors on each
I was
each
just
side of us
pissed, like, that
already
this was happening.
barely fuck with us.
I was
you
like,
know?
what? Like,
and
I was not expecting that.
And then due to this fight unfolding, like I think close to 10:30, 11 p.m., and being very loud, and I think I thought that the fucking wall was gonna get broken in because people were getting pushed around so much. I was like, bro, our neighbors are about to call the cops on us or something like that because our neighbors
I
already,
really thought that was
already
gonna happen too.
barely fuck with us.
Yeah. So.
Anyways,
That was my perspective. I was just like, get the fuck out.
Damn, Chuck. Man, did it
Yeah.
to yourself.
bro,
At the end of the day,
that's what I'm saying. Is like at the end of the day, bro, I ain't gonna fucking get your back on this hill that you're
gotta
trying to
say
die
at
on.
the end of the day a lot too.
I guess so. I'm not sure if it's.
Is that why that podcast is called that? Because everyone just says that all the time.
No, it was originally called that because when AD came through, that was the term that he would constantly use during the news. Like whenever he did the news with Adam, he'd always be like, "At the end of the day, blah blah blah." At the end of the day, blah blah blah. And then like it became a thing in the comments where everyone was just like, "AD's like the at the end of the day guy," you know. And then AD, once he gets the opportunity to start a podcast, he was like, "I'm gonna call it at the end of the day."
Yeah,
because it's at the end of the
everyone
day.
seems to say that all the time.
It's true. It's like
At the end of the day.
at the end of the day, you know, that's when things get resolved. That's when you fucking start worrying about shit. That's when you're like, I'm over it.
We're racist, Mac.
Bro, what is Pollard doing behind the counter? Do you know Pollard? Toke? Not at all? Okay.
One of his identities.
What did you think about Tyler the Creator and what's that group called?
Odd Future.
Odd Future, like blowing up on Fairfax Melrose at the time.
That's cool for them. I
Really?
wasn't here.
Okay, all right.
Is something happened with that?
Basically, we have a friend named Pollard Toke, and he was a close friend of them, but he was a worker of their store, right? Of the Odd Future store, and apparently Tyler the Creator once made a famous tweet saying, "Why is Pollard behind the counter?" Because he walked into his store and he saw Pollard behind the counter. And he made this tweet, and we've been making fun of it ever since. It's so funny. I just can't believe Tyler the Creator tweeted that. That's fucking hilarious. Ryland is starving. You can't eat microphone. Wait, you trying to eat the microphone?
No, I feel like, oh, this is the paint. People are thinking this is my lipstick.
Oh, that's from when we were trying
This
to
is
do the
when we
painting
did
stream.
a Bob Ross stream back in the day.
Simulation. All right, guys.
You guys.
It is Saturday, 10:40 p.m. We did this bonus episode because we felt super fucking bad about missing last Sunday's episode, and I want to give again a huge thank you to Reggie from Corporate Skateboards for pulling up for this episode
much.
as a guest.
Thanks for having
We're
me.
gonna end the stream
so fun.
right here. Should we take one last shot before we end the stream?
Let's do it.
I'm kind of down. You want to pour it up? But guys, we're gonna end the stream right here. Please, if you guys really fuck with us, please go to corporate_skateboards and drop some likes, drop some follows, drop some Harmonious gang comments. If you guys haven't already, please drop a like on this podcast right here. It really helps us grow as a podcast, and it helps make sure that you guys get recommended all of our content whenever we do random streams like this or whenever we do them. And then also drop a comment, not in the chat, but in the comment section, saying whatever you want, and please say Luke Blovad in the comments.
No, Luke Blovad #celebrity.
Luke,
Or
please.
it's #Luke Blovad #celebrity.
Yes, guys, please put #Luke Blovad #celebrity in the comments because I really want to have Luke Blovad on the podcast as well.
This would be a hard one.
I want to pick his brain. I want to talk to him. I want to ask him about shit, about life, about what he thinks, about what he does. I'm curious.
He said he's not down for the podcast life.
We don't know.
Yeah, you never know.
Does he
Maybe
smoke?
he'll come around.
Does he smoke or drink? Wow, bro.
He's-
Wait,
he's
do you make
retired.
sure to only put sober people on the skate
Fuck
company?
No.
You don't have a chaser.
One of
Do
the-
you want to grab one?
One of the
That's
homies
fine.
has a weed sponsor.
Really?
Yeah.
That's fine. That's great.
He's always high.
Weed. He's always high. I feel like every company has weed sponsors nowadays. Cheers to the end of the podcast. Thank you
you,
guys
Reggie.
so much for
Thank
pulling
you.
up. Here we go. Thank you so
Cheers.
much, Reggie.
Yup.
Cheers. Let's go.
There was nothing in that.
I know. It just a little bit helps.
Gross.
Oh my god.
Oof.
I haven't done a no chaser shot in a long time, and that was warm on top of it.
Dude, I
I
started
know.
getting on Twitch and going live and just walking around with a metal detector and like this hazmat suit in the LA River.
Wait.
trying to find shit.
What's your Twitch account?
I don't know. I haven't used it anymore. It got boring.
Bro, you should continue streaming. Bro,
I don't understand it.
Can I tell you one thing? The secret to streaming, and everyone in the chat's going to agree with me, is the number one thing that people love watching is IRL streams, which basically means in real life. So in IRL is anything that's out of your fucking room, because every streamer you watch, guess what? They're in front of a desk, they're in the room, they're in their house,
Yeah.
they're doing something. People love watching streams where a person is actually in the real fucking world doing shit. You know what I mean?
Because I did one like of me like I was making this belt or whatever.
Oh, that's sick.
And yes, fire all leather.
Wow.
But then I was like, this is boring. But then I took down the stream of just like walking around because I was like, dude, I don't really understand how this works.
Bro, you should guys.
Let me find out.
Yes, please find out your Twitch account, because guys, you should tune in, because honestly, I'm gonna try to do more IRL streams because people always ask for it. But I'm telling you, people love the IRL streams.
A bunch of interesting shit.
But if you do the LA River streams like you were just explaining, or even other ideas, but don't be exact about your location. Don't give your location out exacto, but just be like, hey, we're at the LA River doing this thing, or we're here in this location doing this thing.
Yeah.
Don't be too exact, but you should do IRL streams. That's a really good idea. So his Twitch account is Mr. Wrong. So MISTAHWRONG. So Mr. basically with the AH at the wrong and then wrong. Mr. Wrong on Twitch. Bro, you should do a stream this week.
I wanna learn, because it's cool to like interact with the shit. I was just
Exactly.
like, dude, I don't know like what the fuck I'm doing with this.
Bojangastron is saying we should do $1 a minute 10 talks. Bojangastron and also everyone else, guys, huge announcement. This up and coming week, after we do Disconnected on Thursday, on Friday, not this obviously not this Friday or whatever, but this up and coming week or whatever, after on Friday morning, like around 11 a.m. Oh my god, look at this babe.
Oh my god! Why does he have a better body than me?
But this up and coming Friday, I'll be starting $1 a minute stream at 11 a.m. or 12 at noon, and we will be going until Wednesday until 9 p.m. if you guys can take it that far. We will be doing $1 a minute stream for damn near 2 to 3 days. So it could be a 72-hour stream, up to you guys. But we'll be starting $1 a minute stream on Friday
Sir.
for up to 3 to 4 days. What is that? Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. That's 6. Actually, that's 6 days. So we could potentially go up to 6 days, guys.
Oh, snappy doodles.
This Friday, $1 a minute stream up and coming. Just letting you guys know ahead of time. We're gonna go crazy on this one. Once again, thank you, Reggie.
Thank you, Reggie.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the skateboard. I'm gonna give. He said that he wants to give the other board to to
No
Adam
Jumper?
/ the No Jumper warehouse. By the way,
Right.
the new No Jumper is moving into a new warehouse where they're. Adam said that his one goal is to kind of have like a display of a bunch of cool items, including skateboards, and I'm sure he'll be more than happy to hang that up.
Fire.
Let's
So
go.
I'll definitely give that to him. Give that to him as well.
We need to have all the end of the day guys review what they think of it, because they're all black.
Of
Okay.
what, like clothes
the
or the
graphic.
display? Oh,
The
the
board.
graphic. Oh, that's a good idea. Honestly, all right, I'll bring it in. And I'll tell them.
They can't skate, so I can't give them boards.
All right, but
Tune
yeah,
in tomorrow. We're gonna have Kane
Trujillo. Oh, you were asking who this was earlier. He's I'm sure
TikToker.
I'm sure you've seen his like content before on TikTok or Instagram, but he's a huge TikToker. He's been on reality shows or whatever. I threw a shot in the dark and asked Riley. I was like, "You think I should DM this guy and ask him if he can come on the podcast?" I DM'd him. He said, "I'm down," and I think he's coming tomorrow at 3 or 4 p.m.
So let's
Fire.
hope that
And
he
we're
doesn't
excited.
Black China us and
You guys have Black China over here?
no, but
Did you hear about the Black China incident?
What, her
Walking out on
threatened
the
to kill the Kardashians?
No,
No.
Adam was supposed to interview her, right? She came in for the interview, and then as soon as she came in, I was there. As soon as she came in, she already had this attitude of like, I don't even want to be here. You know what I mean? Like, I kind of hate it that I have to be here, right? She sits down at the podcast. Before they even start, she's like, I'm going to go use the restroom real quick. Can I use your restroom? Walks to our restroom that we all use, right? Walks to our restroom, looks at it and goes like, "Oh my god." She's like, "I'm not using that bathroom. That's fucking disgusting." She's like, "Is there any other restroom we can use?" And Adam's like, "There's a McDonald's nearby." And she's like, "Fuck no." She's like, "Let's just start this podcast." They start the podcast and they ended 15 minutes later. Basically, it was super funny, bro. She got basically it's a meme that she is like the extreme critique of restrooms.
She walked out.
She walked out because the bathroom was so bad.
Damn.
So
in 20 minutes.
we are gonna scrub the toilet for 13 hours.
You're
before
literally
Kane
texting me.
comes.
She just came in. Oh my god, she just left. I was like, what?
Yeah, that's true. That's before you were working there full time.
Yeah, I was at the salon.
I was like, you know, guess who came in today? Black China. And then like 15 minutes later,
But
she walked out. That was fucking funny.
yes,
What were you gonna say? You said but.
we'll have to see what we get
yeah,
into tomorrow.
This Kane guy.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm excited for that. All right, guys.
All right.
Have a good night.
Have a
Have a good rest of the
great
week, and we'll see you
night.
tomorrow at 3 or 4 p.m.